I drown them out at night with my TV. You know I got to try to ignore these thoughts that go back and forth inside my head. It's just out before I'm in too deep and I can't go back. Fire is burning through this silence. I can't take it, can't control this flame we started. You the wildfire in my heart, yeah. Fire is burning through this silence. I can't take it, can't control this flame we started. You the wildfire in my heart, yeah.
Hope the intro lasted a little bit longer. But here we are. Sorry, boys. Take me a second. Today, I've been doing a lot of editing, but also quite a the green screen setup. I'm gonna switch it. Quite a lot of coughing. So hopefully I'm not getting sick. So sorry if I'm a little bit all over the place, a little bit spacey, coughing my lungs out. So if I'm lacking a little breath, and if I need to take a moment to just like breathe, we all know why. Well, probably because I'm a sick human being who lives in filth. Well, actually, it's not that filthy, but sitting in front of a computer day after day probably isn't safe or healthy. How's everybody doing though? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, boys? We got another stream of 5V5 1v1 Duels, this time over on the NA. Let's not waste any time. Let's hop on NA already. Horde group started. Hell yeah, boys. Let's go. Get some NA groups. Get some alliance groups. Get some horde groups. Let's get it going. How's everybody doing? We got ourselves Matukes, Worthless. We got ourselves GC. How did I say? GC? How you doing, man? I hope you're having a good one. Toxic Blast, Shauna, Baron, Ferdinando. We got ourselves Twisted. We got ourselves Kren. Beautiful. How you doing? James Lee. Oli Rack. We got ourselves Zula Jin. We got everybody here. And alright, how you doing, man? Hope you guys are having a good one. Let's log on, not wasting your time, getting some motherfucking 5v5 1v1 Duels. I'm doing good, man. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, Toxic. I've been doing a little bit of coughing, but outside of that, I'm doing just fine. Is that a response here? It is beautiful. Beautiful. Let me log on this character. Somebody else asked me what are my keybinds for, or what keybinds I gotta set for the duels. And I have this bad boy right here, not Will. So during the stream, during the duels, I will need to look at the key bindings. At least tell him like which things I have key bound. I'm helping a guy out. I guess somebody else try to get the duels going, yeah? I'm gonna try it, man. I'm gonna try it. Gotta watch your stream so I'm stuck at work gameplay right now. I'm sorry about that, Jason. I'm sorry to hear that, my man. But I'll be having a good day regardless, my dude. On a beautiful Saturday. We got groups up and running. We got ourselves Worthless, forming alliance groups. WML. Alright, man, go for it. If anybody wants to get a group up and running, you guys are more than welcome to. Boom is already getting a group up and running. Matukes got 5. Let's go. Let's do this, buddy. Hell yeah. Matukes already got with a 5. Let's got the other 5 in here. Let's go, boys. Let's go. We got a couple of duels of these going. Then I'll explain to you guys if y'all want to join for these duels, as viewers are more than welcome to, man. Viewers are always more than welcome to. Well, we got a little bit of free time. Let me get a soda cracked up, boys. Get some sugar in my system. Get some small bits of caffeine from a Dr. Pepper. What's up, Dal? How's it going? Also, what is this red burst damage? What's up, Atham? How you doing, my dude? You know what? I was thinking maybe name the video something less clickbaity. I was thinking maybe you go like, what is this? What is going on with this red? Or who is this red paladin? But I decided, you know what? The burst is really kind of bananas. So if I name it something clickbaity, more people will check it out. I will get some backlash and some people will be like, you know what? You probably shouldn't be naming things clickbaity. But what is this red burst damage? Is that really clickbait? Because that thing is really out of this goddamn world. I mean, with the judgment, you can cut 75% of one ability of judgment. You can cut 75% of someone's health with one ability. I feel like more people need to see it. So I don't think that's really all that bad. Also, has anybody been watching the Method World First or Limit World First? Somebody's saying Limit might be able to get World First before Method. That'd be insane. Is it an NA today? It is an NA today, boys. It is NA today. It's so hot here. I don't want to be outside. I think it's like 105 right now. The work is better than being stuck outside. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Yeah, I feel ya. Apparently there's another heat wave that's supposed to be happening, and it's going to be here over the weekend / the weekdays, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm prepared, man. I'm prepared to take a day off if I need to. Battling the heat. This is why I like winter time, man. I mean, winter has its own, like, negatives. You know, like, if you're stuck in a snowstorm, you kind of SOL. But in winter time, you could at least put on more clothes. What can you do in summertime? Take clothes off? You really can't. Besides, you know, when you're butt-ass naked. That's it, man. That's about as far as it goes. You can't strip layers. That's it. And if you're still just suffering from the heat, man, I don't know. That's where ingenuity gotta come from. That's why I like winter instead. You can always warm up. You can't really cool down as easily, in my opinion. I'm here. What's up now? Well, hi, my man. I'll get you your... Actually, can I see the key binding right now? I can't. No, I cannot see the key bindings yet. Trailblazer, sign up for my group. Dalaran Trailblazer. Yo, you're more welcome to, man. Do we not have a second group yet? We gotta wait a little more. Del Potato, does he want to join in for the alliance, man? You're more welcome to if he wants to. More than welcome to him. It's audio all year round. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, where I live is fairly warm. It's like by the beach. And it's like that weird spot in the NA where it's like we can have 4 different weathers in a single go, basically. We can have one side of town freezing cold with rain, maybe even sleet, and the other is just like it feels like summer in fall or something. Just about to fight Hiroka Jara. Hopefully I can get my AUTC just so in case. Like, yo, what's up, Will? Yo, grats, my man. On getting to Jara. Good luck, my guy. Hey, what's up, Mike? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. I'm stuck in San Antonio. Not my choice. Aw, man. Oh, man. Dell's doing arenas according to the beat tag. Yep. We'll see if Del Potato gets on. I know he's been pushing Tuesday. He wants to get 2,400 for like the, I think the PvP stuff or the PvP gear. He's trying to push 2,200 just so he can have like a weekly farm of gear or something. So he's been on that, dude. I asked him if he wanted to do some arenas, but he's like, nah, I gotta keep farming, man. So maybe we'll do some threes again on his Warlock or something. I don't know the time. That'd be fun though. I can definitely see somebody like, let's say you PvP all the time. Y'all don't get any choices for like mythic pluses or raids for consistent gear gain. Yeah, that's where PvP, man. You just gotta make sure you get that rating up there in 2s or 3s and just farm it. At least for a week or two until you can catch up with other things. I would imagine. Cracking a cold one with the boys? Hell yeah, my dude. So we got my Tukes. Worthless, how many people you got in? And look at Boom either joined a group. Boom got a group going. Boom got 2. Got only 2 alliance. Yo, if you guys put your group... Wait. Worthless got none. Boom got 2. Boom. It might be easier maybe getting groups on Horde, man. Don't you think? I think Horde might be much easier, my guy. I don't know if you have any more characters on Horde. I know you transferred your Warlock to Alliance. I don't know what you did with your Hunter. I don't know if your Rogue is still Xander. I know you have 2 Rogues. You have a Culture in the Rogue and a Xander Rogue. Unless you transfer the Xander to Alliance as well to play with people. Thanks up to you, Geared R on Alliance. Really? Ah, man. Unlucky. Well, if somebody wants to get a group going on the Horde instead. Because Majig's had an easy time getting 5 people together. If Lucron, I don't know if he's in. Who else? Who else makes groups? Tickle. If Tickle wants to join, you're more welcome to. Spart. Spart is playing Overwatch. I mean, maybe I could like get on my Rogue and make a 5-man group. And somebody added, I got none because Ali is dead. Dude, why did y'all go Ali all of a sudden? I know the Boom all of a sudden went to Alliance. I guess he's got some people to play with. Yeah. We'll see, boys. We'll see. If somebody wants to get a second group going, though, more than welcome to, man. More than welcome to. I guess we'll wait until then, yeah? I guess we gotta wait. I guess that's all we got. How's everybody doing, though, while we're getting groups together? If this doesn't work out on an A, we could see if, like, Kachikan is online over in the EU. I don't want to do that. But I want to get some groups and duels going. Also, I got to wake up not super early, but to get some food early today, dude. I got so much work done. It's not even funny. I'll make a quick one. Go for it, Spart. Go for it, my man. I think I'll be able to put a group together fairly quickly, yeah? Yeah, Worthless, join Boom's group, man. At least you guys will have 3 people or something. I think that'll be that much easier, man. Or you guys should at least advertise that we got groups over in the chat. I want to do an A Duels Twisted, my man. You're more than welcome to make a group if you want to, my guy. More than welcome to make a group as well. I keep forgetting these guys are behind me. I keep thinking that's a player or something. I'm in 1, we got 5. Are you with Matukes right now? By any chance? Because you're probably the one with the Matukes, aren't you? I still have Mountain. What do you guys got? 3. Yo, if you guys want to join a 5v5 group, usually I try to get in a duel and then explain how to do it, but since Alliance is struggling, I got plenty of time while we get a group set up together. I really need to pay my sub. I need to pay for my sub again so I can do this. Yeah, William, more than welcome to join me if you want to. But boys, if y'all want to help us out, we need some Alliance as well as a Horde boys that want to join some 5v5 groups. Let me go over how you join. Go to Group Finder, Player versus Player tab, Pre-made Group, Custom PvP, find a group and type in 5, enter on the keyboard, and you'll find a group, Dalaran 5v5 We have a group on the Horde, or an Alliance, and I think there's also groups on Horde, on US today. Annie Mom is me. Annie Mom, there we go. Yeah, if you guys got a group called 5v5 y'all more welcome to join if you're looking for a group, or if you guys want to make a group yourself. The viewers run the show, really. You go start group, go to 5v5 Duels, and maybe like Dalaran or something, just so people have an easy time to find, and hit list group, and you join up, get yourself a 5-man group. Let me know, I'll add you on Real ID, and we'll queue you guys against one another in 5v5 I'm actually surprised because last week we had like so many people on Alliance join in. Maybe today is just like a holiday. Maybe people getting back from like getting back to school or something. Do EU until NA is ready. Is there an EU? Is there a group on the EU? If somebody wants to make 2 groups on EU, I would have no problem hopping on EU for like a moment. If somebody wants to make a group on EU, you guys are more than welcome to. I'll hop on EU for just a moment, get an EU group done, then go back to NA while they're still forming groups together. That would work fine with me. I'm Lilith and Animom. Okay, perfect. So yeah, see you with my with a group with my Tukes. If everybody got a group right now, let me know. If you guys want to advertise that you have a group going, feel free to use the chat if you want to. Where did the beard come from? Rolento, I kind of just got lazy at one point, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it grow. And this is a product of me being lazy, and I'm gonna clean it up once I get on my barber. I'm letting my hair grow out a little bit longer before I go in, because it's like 20 bucks a cut, but it's a really good cut. I'm buying this up right now so I can. William, more than welcome to my man. More than welcome to my guy. But you don't have to. As long as you guys are watching the streams, that's all that matters. We're just having a slightly slightly slower start than usual, which is actually good for me, man. I get to take it a little bit easy today. My voice gets to rest, because I've been doing a lot of coughing. So it's actually kind of nice, I guess. I can start from a group. You're more than welcome to Candy. More than welcome to my boy. Yeah, if you wants to make a group together, you guys are more than welcome to. Let's see if Spart has a group. Spart, how many people you got, my guy? If you are making a group. Because I can't really see on the Horde side if there's a group. We still have that Alliance group with Boom and Warthus and one more. Spart is on. But I can't tell like if you got a group going because I'm on Alliance right now on this character. Kept out the red this week, so I might be trying to get red down the road. Lol, just me. Oh, okay. But we got a Horde group right now over on the NA, boys. If you guys got people that want to join on the Horde side for NA, Spart has a group up and running. Same thing. Open up pre-made group, custom PvP, find the group, type 5 on your keyboard in the search, and you're good to go. We actually just need one more in Alliance. Let's go, boys. My team's got a group already. Let's get one more Team Alliance so we can get our duels going, boys. I'm a real ID. I don't need to add your real ID. Just join one of the groups, man, and we'll queue you up. There's a couple of groups up and running. How do you feel about AI Battlegrounds? Free honor week. Also, could you say there's EU forming groups available? You guys are more than welcome to advertise that yourselves in the chat. Just say, hey, got a group on EU. You can say which side, Horde or Alliance, what the name of the group is. You guys are more than welcome to Canny. Use the chat for that, man. Doesn't make a difference to me. Because Akadi uses that all the time, and so does Dad if they're having trouble finding people. Yeah, you guys are more than welcome. How's everybody doing, by the way? Normally we get these groups, normally we get these duels going like super quick, but I guess I get a bit of time to just chill with you guys and hang out. I'm prepped and ready to go. I'm actually quite surprised. Is today something crazy happening or something? Like WoW tournaments or whatever? Everybody watching? Because I kind of fell out of that scene completely, man. I haven't been paying attention whatsoever. Got 5? Beautiful. Got Boom, and we got Matukes. 5. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Blades Edge Arena. Now we're cooking with a little bit of fire. Now we're cooking with a little bit of fire. Let me get my mix going back. Here we go. Beautiful. 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 Here we are, NA. Here we are, boys. Switch, switch. Alright, what do we got on each team? We are going to start out with Team Blue since they're already here. We got ourselves Boom as a Havoc Demon Hunter. We got ourselves Garibur coming back as an Arms Warrior this time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's going to be some catching plays, huh? We got ourselves Not Will, named Will. We got ourselves Surge hanging out in the background, the shortest boy in the world. And Zap as an Alley Shaman. No, enhancement. Ghost Wolves. Never mind. He's actually enhanced. We got ourselves on Team Red. We got Animom playing the Unholy. We got Cricket hanging out as a MM100 Decapitator. Got himself the Gladiator Mog. We got Lilith in the back as a Sass. And we got Twisted coming back as a Survival Hunter. He actually was the Survival Hunter boy for Team NA a while back. But it's going to be Animom getting the opener into Zap. Zap, I think, was trying to see if we get maybe get a little bit of an honor duel. Dropping down Capacitor Totem with a Thunder. Going to be triggered out of Animom with the IVF to fall. Zap going to go with big damage. Going to be blood of the enemy out of either, I think it was Zap's blood of the enemy. Trying to get big damage going on Animom. Tricket's not stunned. That's going to be AMS and Transfusion for Animom. Trying to heal as much as possible. Zap is just trying to blow the damage through, but that's going to be lots of damage back on him with the Army of the Dead. Abomination. Necrotics is stacking up slowly. That's going to be lots of damage, just overwhelming, overpowering. And Animom just going to struck him down in a single sitting. Circe is going to be up next. I feel like as an enhancement shaman, when you see the Army of the Dead approaching, it might be a good idea just to bail out of there. I know he has the cooldowns rolling, but it might be a good idea just to run in the other direction, or at least force those cooldowns, and then try to get a lineup yourselves, because he just went for full setup and didn't really get too much value out of it. Animom now without IBF or Trinket getting opened up by Circe. Circe doing a little bit of a soft opener. Going to be insta-stun onto the Rogue with Chest Fusion going for Animom. Trying to get a lot of healing going. Going to be Circe bailing out of there. Grip coming in for Animom. And Circe actually going to be free to move a little bit. That Chain of Ice is going to be on him. Using his Gnome Rage just to clear himself out of Chain of Ice. That's going to be Animom actually bailing out as they do pop the Death Pact just to get a bunch of health available. They're waiting for the Necrotic effect to go away, and Circe getting that range on him. Doesn't make it slow, but Chain of Ice is going to put him in a bad situation. Shadow Step getting a shot onto Animom. No IBF available, no trick, and it's going to be Surge getting another soft opener. Actually throwing down a Maldic onto Animom. Suppressing any kind of healing for a bit. Could be actually big hits. That's going to be Mark Breath and Venom. Surge actually did set to wait. Actually did use a Vendetta during that burst. I missed that completely. But he did use the Vendetta during that burst. That was fairly well timed. Next is going to be the Decapitator from Team Red. So just going to have to wait about a little bit. 2 minutes in, no dampening yet. These guys actually falling by pretty quickly. Kidney shot coming down onto the Decapitator. Trinkets out of it, getting a Stormbolt onto Surge, trying to get a build up for damage. Not popping any cooldowns, but it's just getting himself a little bit of a base. Gonna go for a Reflect against Surge. I don't really know what he could reflect against a Rogue, but decided to pop cooldowns out of either way. Gonna be a big CDs coming out for Surge with Innovation and Lucid Dream against Decapitator, landing a killer shot. Decapitator doesn't have a trick for this. Might not go for Enrage Regeneration. Used to get the heals, not gonna be able to get evasion out of Surge, but the blind does follow up. And it is going to be massive for him. That was Commanding Shout and now Enrage Regeneration. This warrior is kind of sitting out there in the middle without a paddle. Kind of out of defenses for a bit. Gonna be a Stormbolt onto Surge's Garrote immediately. Gonna deny the cheap shot by Surge, but still a kidney shot is gonna land. And Surge doesn't have Vendetta for 40 seconds. He's gonna have to go for a soft damage right now. Big damage coming out to Decapitator actually. With the Venom's getting built up. Venom damage is doing fairly well. Next up is gonna be Cricket trying to go play a Mammotic or maybe Beast Mastery this time. Gonna be a sap out of Surge. Just trying to wait for his CDs for a bit. No vision for Surge. Has a Cloak of Shadows. Has Vendetta Phoenix. Gonna be instant freezing trap on him though. As he does land a kidney shot onto Cricket. Both of the CC is gonna be gone at about the same time. And it's actually gonna be Cricket. Oh, he is Beast Mastery. It looked like he threw a grenade like a survival hunter for a second. I was gonna say, like, it looked like he threw a grenade like a survival hunter. But he didn't. Okay, gonna be tricking out of Cricket as Malik is getting stacked up. Is gonna get himself a little bit of a heal a little bit early. And Sarge is gonna bail out of there. Cloak of Shadows and try to get away. That's gonna be a reset for both Cricket as well as Surge. Oh my god, the mount. Are you kidding me? The mount! It's actually quite good looking. Can't you get a different side, different? Oh, I liked how the wheel turns. Like when you're turning left and right, the wheel slightly adjusts. I kind of like that. I don't know. I feel like it's almost mechanically proper, isn't it? Gonna be Cricket getting opened up by Surge again with a Vendetta. This time gonna be a freezing trap. Wait, that wasn't like a setup ahead of time freezing trap. So if Surge just didn't move a little bit to the left like he did, it would have been just fine. Gonna be Cricket opening up with a Crucible Flame. Surge staying in there, getting stunned up. Tricky coming out, has evasion rolling. Cricket is gonna take up with a Turtle Shell. Manic. Wait. Are you Beast Mastery? Are you? You got a. Is that a bow? Wait. Are you survival or are you Beastmaster? I'm so confused at this point. Okay, so he has a bow. He just used Manic Bandages, which I'm pretty sure Beastmaster Hunters don't have. He's survival? Why does he have a bow then? What? I don't understand. Is that a toy or something? I'm sorry, that's a bow. I mean, it has edges, so you can maybe use it as a staff or something, but that's a bow. It's got a string through it. What? I don't understand. I'm actually... He's out there memeing. Wait, is he actually memeing? Is that what's happening? Is that what's going on? He is survival. He's throwing grenades with a bow. He's gonna get a stun ready. Throwing grenades. He is throwing grenades. He's getting auto attacks in. What is this? Wait, he's using chakrams? I don't understand. Manning bandages. Those are Manning bandages. Kidney shot. Wait. He's out there actually memeing right now, using chakrams. He's actually trying to play survival range hunter. He's getting, I think, auto attacks through the bow. He's trying to maintain the dots with Serpent Signal to Sirs. He has the pet kill commanding. Flare coming out. Sirs getting opened up on. Wait, Sirs, are you actually gonna die to a survival hunter messing around with a bow right now? Gonna be... Freezing trap and Sirs trick inside of it immediately. Gonna be a bit of a manic bandages for Cricket. And it's gonna continue to throw damage at Sirs. So with evasion, still has dots rolling. He actually died to a survival hunter running with a bow. Somebody explain me this. Survival can be with a bow and use abilities, but not Mongoose Bite. That's your main abilities. Can you use Mongoose Bite with a bow? I don't think so. I'm so confused. I'm actually so confused. I'm actually so confused. Is he trying to go for the range build that the survival hunter from EU tried? I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand what's going on. What are we gonna keep with it? Cricket playing a survival hunter with a bow versus Boomstar. Trying to get a grenade in there. Gonna be Cricket getting those grenades in the opener. Disengage it for a second. Stun coming down. It's gonna be big Azeroth beam for Boomstar right now. Just trying to beam Cricket down. That's gonna be a stun for Cricket as they're trying to bail out. It's gonna get a manic bandage rolling right now. And it's continuing to get the range damage rolling with the procs from Azeroth. That's gonna be a massive proc that's not gonna be available for Cricket anymore. It's getting those auto attacks in there. Has a biting shot. Cricket is gonna go for a turtle shell right now. Take a couple pot shots before the turtle shell came down. Used to get himself a heal, but used to actually go for CC onto Boom. Doesn't have many benefits for a while. Maybe he can get a freezing trap off of Boom. Boom is trying to go a little bit of a longer direction around the line to side. Trying to get a stun. Is he going to run into a trap? Going to be a trick, quick and actual trick, and Boom knows the traps are right in front of him. Metamorphosis trying to see if Metamorphosis will help him through a trap. It's going to be a net to separate these two, and Cricket barely has any health. That's going to be a Cyclotronic Blast around the corner. The laser beam is going to blast Cricket out of there. I don't understand what just happened. But that was a survival hunter with a bow, right? That was a survival hunter. He's probably isn't using Mogus by talent. I don't understand it. If that could actually be a thing for survival hunters where they could use a bow with a very different playstyle, that'd be interesting. I just have no idea what's going on. What's up, Jacob? My man. My man Baron is playing the ranged survival hunter. Dude, that's weird. That's kind of interesting, but it's really, really weird. Could that be a viable PvE build by any measure? Gonna be Boom. Getting Lilith out in the open with Spectral Sight. Has a lot of resources rolling. Stun into Lilith with an Ivy to follow. Getting big annihilates in there. Big opener by Boom. Getting a lot of pressure out of the Rogue. And it's actually going to bail out before the Rogue can get a setup. Gonna get a couple of hit and run strats. And Lilith is getting marked for death ready. That's going to be one fell lance ready for Boomsword. Lilith is going to actually break out of Smoke Bomb for a second. Taking another fell lance. Needs to get himself a reset with a bit of healing. But Boom is going to be there with an Azeroth beam. Blasted through Lilith. Clock Shot is might have to come out with a stun of Lilith. Trick us out at the last moment. Cheat death coming out. That's going to be blind onto Boom, and Lilith is going to go for a reset. Probably the worst position to be in for this Rogue. No health, didn't pop any cooldowns, didn't pop Cloak, didn't pop CC early enough, and actually it's going to be Boom here with a trick and available at any moment. Lilith without any health, not going for any heals. Not going for big resets. Opening with a Garrode where Boomster can actually bail away. Does land a kitten shot. Boom is going to trick it. Stun Lilith. I think it's going to be lights out for the Rogue. But Boomster is going to put himself in a bad spot without a trinket right now. And next up is going to be Twisted, getting up in the opener. Going to get Aspect of the Eagle, and he's going to get Coordinated Assault rolling. Stun to Boomstar, and he's going to miss a lot of those Eagles while Boomstar is hanging out inside of Darkness. It's great defensive for Boom. Twisted is going to jump down on the underside, and Boom just wants to maintain that range. Going to be a Metamorphosis getting it as Boomstar does run the 2-minute, not the 4-minute Metamorphosis to be able to dodge ADCC. That's going to be a massive Cyclotronic Blast onto Twisted. AC does have a defensive rolling stun coming out, and Twisted does go down immediately. What was that end? Cricket did get a kill though. He actually did quite a bit of damage without going melee. What? Hold on. I gotta see where your most of your damage breakdown came from. Baron, right? Was that Baron playing Cricket? Bite melees. You actually got is that auto attacks? Is that just auto attacks with a bow? Concentrated Flame, kill commands, wildfires. Oh my god, that is hilarious. Got a 4 or 5, I got past 900 Pog. Alright, see, let's get a group up and running. Got 5. Beautiful. Let's get another group up and running. If you boys gonna want to get a group up and running, y'all can join in or make groups yourself. Let me go over how you do that in just a second. How many duels have we up for NA? We gotta get into the 30, man. Okay, we did break the 30 mark. Okay, we gotta catch up to EU, boys. 40, we gotta get 40 duels. We gotta get 40 duels in here. Set, perfect. If y'all want to join any of the duels, go to Group Finder, Player vs. Player, Pre-made Group, Custom PvP, find a group, type 5, number 5, enter, over on the NA. If y'all want to join any of the groups, or if y'all want to make one, go start a group, call it something like 5V5 1V1 DUELS Dalaran list group, join up, get 5 people in your group, including yourself, and whisper me or message me on Real ID or in chat to let me know what Real ID would we have. Somebody's going to have to make a group, because that's just an example, but I'm glad so many of you guys wanted to pop in. Let me get Seavark in here. Seavark and Spart in here. These boys are already ready. And y'all keep making groups. Can make as many as you want. I want to get to that 40+ recording, so we got to get at least 5 or 6 or even 7. Break that record that EU has right now. I want NA to stay ahead of EU in these duels, man. I want y'all boys to stay ahead. I want to see the hunter again. Yo, if somebody wants to invite Cricket back in to try their build, they're more than welcome to, man. More than welcome to. Alrighty, boys, we got another one going. Switch. Who do we got this time? We got ourselves Team Red. And we got ourselves a bunch of boys over in Team Red. We got ourselves Decapitator. Hopefully he has an easier time with the next duel. We got ourselves Lilith again. We got Lucron joining us as the Demonology Warlock with... I think he's maybe wanting to make a ship happen. Black. There he is. There's the sheep. We got us a Spart. Oh, with an elite set. Oh, is it playing fire? Wait. I saw the weapon, I saw fire, but I think it's going to be same old Arcane and Twisted going back with Marksman, actually, versus Team Blue. We got ourselves Bad Aaron. We got Boomsoul in there. Seavark hanging out as an Arcane Mage. We got ourselves Pop, Lock, and Drop It, and Shadow. Is Seavark going up versus Spart by any chance? That would have been insane. Mage versus Mage Duel. Maybe, is that what we're getting? No, it looks like it is going to be Seavark versus Decapitator. As Decapitator trying to save his charges for the Arcane Mage with a billion blinks. Decapitator is trying to get a stun on Seavark. Is going to get their opener, trying to get as much damage as possible, blowing up Seavark in the opener. That's going to be Seavark getting a Warlock Hellstone, rolling a little bit early with Arcane Missiles. Needs to get some blinks going, needs to bait out mobility out of Decapitator. Arcane Missiles coming out, charge comes in by Decapitator. Seavark did burn one blink out of Decapitator. Second blink coming out, but it's going to be Reflect. Did that reflect back at Seavark, or was that full damage? Hard to tell, but it's going to be short Reflect by Decapitator. Seavark blinking way away. Another leap by Decapitator, running out of mobility, and Seavark is whittling those things down while doing quite a bit of damage to Decapitator. Stun coming out, Chicken coming in for Seavark immediately, and Decapitator is frozen out in the open. Bladestorm coming out, trying to get close to Seavark, does get to him as he's trying to get cast off, getting slowed down back to back to back, though. He needs to be very careful about his mobility. Those stuns, he needs to make as much damage happen during those stun locks onto Seavark. That is the most important part. Getting the Reflect rolling is going to get a Seavark rolling with a slow, and actually going to go for try line of sight gang. It's going to get him some commanding shot rolling, just so he has a little bit of health. Seavark is trying to poke around. Decapitator getting the charge, no heal though, as Seavark blinks away. Stormbolt coming up, but Decapitator is in a bad position, burning that Warlock Hellstone in the last moment, and Seavark has him on the ropes. Decapitator just has no way to get out of that. For a warrior, and Arcane Mage is the biggest threat. Gonna be a Reflect to reflect some damage back at Seavark. He's hanging in by a hair. Seavark got himself a temper rolling a little bit early. And it's going to go for that invis. Decapitator should be aware that Seavark is going to pop out anywhere, anytime. That's going to be Arcane Missiles. Down he goes. What is next? Is it going to be Spart going out? Maybe it is. The Arcane Mage Master versus Seavark. Going to be a duel of the wizards. And it's going to be a difference of playstyles too. Seavark and Spart, how different are their playstyles? Both of them landing an opener and just kind of hanging out with one another, trying not to get interrupted on Arcane Cast. Looks like Spart is just cleaning Seavark completely. And they're just passing buffs around back and forth. Going to be a short invis by Spart for like a second, just to get himself a bit of a defensive attack. And he's trying to get a juke out of Seavark right now. If he can get a cast off, he'll be fine. A lot of these guys are going to try to get a cast, but maybe blink around. That's going to be a polymorph by Spart as he tried to land a polymorph and then blink past Seavark before he can turn around and get a cast off. Gotta be Seavark getting a knockup. Seavark, does he have an interrupt? Does Spart have an interrupt? It looks like both of them still holding on to their kicks. Now they want to use their kicks right now. They're just trying to bait each other out. So they're getting just a little bit of damage here and there, just tickling each other. But Seavark is running behind on health. Spart does have a little bit of an advantage. And Seavark is going to blink back up to the top. Seavark and Spart are continuing to get as many instant casts as possible. Both of them were casting Arcane Missiles at one another. Gonna be a polymorph with Seavark for a second. Cyclotronic Blast coming out. Gonna be a polymorph by Spart instead of wasting his kick. Both of them actually were down on kicks for just a second. Both of them have kicks now. So it's going to be them teeter-tottering against one another. And Spart is looking to maybe bail out of the situation for just a second. Was at least thinking maybe use his mobility to get out. Is actually behind on health. As Seavark is not even letting him have a shield at all. And that's going to be Spart stealing every single buff from Seavark. Tried not to get interrupted again. And Seavark can just continue to barrage him with Arcane Missiles. He has Spart on the run. He's like, you know what? I'm going to pressure you. You definitely want to save your interrupts. But I'm going to pressure you. Spart should have an interrupt available very soon. That's why Seavark is being so brazen. And Spart still behind on health for just a little bit. Spart popped his cooldowns already, so did Seavark. So both of these guys have their cooldowns have used already. And Spart is going to get a Matic rolling with Seavark. Not going to get a lot of healing with that temporal right now. So Seavark is actually not getting the recovery he needs, which is an interesting trick and a choice for Spart. While Seavark is going to go for Cyclotronic Blast for the damage, Spart does go for the good old Maledict. Can't really be dodged, can't really be prevented, really. And it does quite a bit of shadow damage too. Both of them just keeps exchanging the shields. That's actually going to be kicks out of for both of them. Spart getting some random damage right now. Trying to go for a setup. Is actually chasing right after Seavark with a bit of an Arcane Missiles around the corner. Seavark does get himself a shield rolling and is going to go for instant cast to heal. If you ever see these guys pop an Arcane Explosion, they just try to heal because every time they use instant cast with Azeroth traits, one of the minor traits, that's how they get a heal. They get a portion of their health back when they use instants. So if they just spam an Arcane Explosions, they're not just doing it just to give you guys Sieger. But that's like one of the biggest, most prominent effects of Arcane Mages. They just try to maintain themselves And Seawork is a little bit behind. Spart tried to bait out a kick. He actually did bait out a kick from Seawork. He actually is free to cast arcane spells as much as he wants to, but baiting out that interrupt on an Azeroth essence. And actually going to be Seawork still trying to desperately avoid Spart. Spart has a kick if he needs to. Spart is definitely an advantage here. It's going to be Arcane Blast onto Seawork. Spart is just getting some freebie damage. That's going to be temporal for both of these guys. Spart is continuing to truck damage into Seawork as much as possible, trying to get offensive. I think Spart figured out that that's how he's going to deal with Seawork. Locking him out on Arcane. Not going to let him get a cast off. Going to be Cyclotronic Blast and Spart. Lots of damage. He gets his shield rolling. But that was the way the Seawork decided, you know what, if I ever get locked out on Arcane, I'm just going to Cyclotronic this guy down. I'm going to do as much damage as I humanly can. And Spart is the one at lower health. Seawork is getting aggressive, trying to chase after him. You see Auto blinks right now. Shields are back up. And Spart is going to go for a little bit of evocation. I'm looking out where Seawork is at. I feel like I gotta zoom out with my cam against Arcane Mages, dude. They're blinking all over the place. They can't really get up too close to these guys. Arcane Missiles, Barrage coming down on Spart. He has barely any health. Might have to pop an Ice Block here a little bit early. Gonna go for instant cast as much as possible. That's still a lot of damage. Ice Block coming out for Spart. As is put in a really bad situation. And Seawork is at full health right now. Still back on the chase with Spart. Not gonna let him go anywhere. Spart still looking for the massive recovery. Temporal coming out. Yen's going to get a Maledict rolling onto Seawork right now in case he wants to steal that Temporal. He's going to go for a bit of a reflect back and forth spell stealing. And that's going to be a Polymorph for the Seawork for a second. Trick inside of it. Going to get a knockup on the Spart. The Spart might have to go for a second Polymorph for the Seawork just to put him in play. Seawork is barely... No, Spart is barely hanging in there, man. Barely hanging in. Small shields available. And Seawork is actually going to blink back so you can get a full Arcane Missile in there. Spart barely has any health. Continue to instant cast as much as he can. Shortest invis in the world, and it's going to land a Polymorph onto Seawork. Does he actually get himself a bit of a reset? He finally gets some sort of a reset, gets his shield up and running, and is going to re-Polymorph Seawork again with an Arcane Blast to follow. Just to get a bit of damage going, but he's still in such a dire situation. Seawork is blinking way far in. Spart blinking back. Both of these guys are dancing around in Charlotte. It's a duel of the wizards. 6 minutes in, 12% dampening. We are going to see somebody dying today. Spart behind really heavily because he doesn't have that ice block. That could be a bit more damage from Seawork trying to tickle at Spart. Try not to get interrupted. That's going to be Arcane Missiles. And Seawork actually takes out Sparticle. 7 minutes in, evocation coming out for Seawork. And he actually bested Spart in that duel. That one lasted alone for, I think, 4 minutes or something. That was incredible. But up next is going to be Lucron versus Seawork. I really do think for Seawork, what helped him out a lot is that Cyclotronic Blast. That freebie damage. I think that's where Spart fell behind. Is that freebie damage doing to you when he interrupted Seawork on Arcane? And there's just not a lot you can really do because you can get the Cyclotronic Blast going, blink behind a pillar. You can't really be stopped. No polymorphs available. Nothing. That could be definitely really tough. And that's going to be Lucron. He already expects big damage out of Seawork. He knows he needs to stop him ahead of time. And he's going to go for the Fear in the opener. Double Fear as he's building up his army of imps. He's going to get a couple of hand go down. Seawork should be aware of the Tyrant. Stun coming down. That's going to be a Tyrant coming out for Lucron. But Seawork decided to go for Ice Block. Just to wait this out, he knows that a Tyrant is going to be coming out sometime soon. So Lucron is actually going to get himself more pets up and running. Getting interrupted on a hand go down. But I think he still casts some of the shadow spells. That's still quite a bit of an army chasing after Seawork. But at least Lucron is not going to be able to beef up the second pet with a Tyrant. That's going to be Arcane Missiles for free for Seawork as he's trying to avoid the pets as best as possible while doing damage to Lucron. That's going to be a horror effect to set him up, though, with a Fear to follow. Get those shadow bolts to build up the army again. Hand to go down, coming out. Double hand into a Tyrant. Is Seawork going to go for an Invis? Getting stunned out in the open. Trinkets out of it. Freezes the full army of demons. And it's actually going to go for instant cast while Lucron is kind of stuck back there. That Tyrant is not going to get a lot of damage out. Maybe that Tyrant will be able to go with Lucron in a moment. Nope, it looks like the thing is going to disappear in just a moment. That thing, they looked at Seawork for a second. It was like, nah, not going to attack it. I think that Tyrant needs to be a little bit more aggressive. Like, whoever Lucron targets, that Tyrant needs to want to murder that guy. Or whatever Lucron is, like, looking at, targeting, that thing should go after that. That's going to be a stunner to Seawork, though, as Cyclotronic Trigger came out, try to do some damage. And Lucron is just going to have to bear with the imps. They're not quite as good as a massive Tyrant that sacrifices the power of those imps. But it's better than nothing, as those imps are chipping away at Seawork over time. That's going to be the Shark Trick, and I think Lucron is running the new Shark Trick from the brand new raid. He is, so if you guys ever see a random shark, or more look like a ray, just fly out of nowhere and just slam down on Seawork with a bit of water, that's exactly the trick that's going to be happening. Apparently has a very low proc chance, but we've seen COS trinkets and weapons with low proc chance. And it looks like they happen all the time, honestly. But Seavark is managing to stay alive. 9 minutes in, 29% dampening. Going to be rolling into the 30% very soon. And Seavark is just continuing to run from Lucron as best as possible, trying to get some range. And that's one thing he has, is the mobility compared to Lucron. Lucron is going to have to get a setup. No ice block, no trigger for Seavark. If you can get him lined up while low health, horror effect coming down, that's going to be able to get a fear as the temporal comes in. If you can get a full army of the dead or army of the pets with a stun and a tyrant to roll at Seavark right now, he actually could do it. Getting a tyrant up and running right now with a stun onto Seavark, but the tyrant is not going to be able to do a lot of damage. The demon doggos are trying to make their way over there. Going to be a short invis by Seavark. And he actually escapes the burst out of Lucron yet again. It's going to go for some mage food. Can Lucron catch up fast enough? That tyrant is trying to make its way over. Does disrupt his feeding time. But so far, not a single tyrant shot was fired this day. But Seavark trying to desperately avoid the tyrant. I don't really know how easy of a time arcane mages have with Demon Warlocks. Just the pets do so much damage for you. I know you can probably get a bit of healing, but with this dampening, it's not going to happen. And go down, trying to come out for Lucron, getting interrupted with a silence. That's going to be Seavark trying to go for some damage. Stun onto Seavark, trinkets out of it immediately. Lucron is going to land a horror effect onto Seavark, trying to stay on him at all times. Going to be a knock-up to interrupt the fear. Not going to be able to land the fear, and it's going to have to go with a drain life around the corner. Seavark still has a little bit of health left, still casting instant cast as often as humanly possible. I think he is also running the concentrated flame essence from the neck, so that's the one that just shoots out a spellfire damage with a little bit of a dot, or if you use it on yourself, you heal yourself with a little bit of a hot. So that's keeping him afloat. He's actually popping a lot of cooldowns into the tyrant, trying to destroy that thing right now, maybe forcing Lucron to spend more soul shards just resummoning the pet. Let's go to Lucron, get his stun with a warlock gateway to catch up to Seavark for just a moment. Try to see if he can land a fear. Not gonna happen. Hand will go down to come out, and Seavark is gonna go for a bit of damage. It's going to be Cyclotronic Blast on the Lucron. Does he have a bit of damage? It's actually going to be quite a lot, but the horror effect is going to disrupt it. More hand cooldowns coming out for Lucron, and Seavark is going to be able to bail out of there scot-free for just a moment with that tyrant back on him. Lots of healing back for Seavark. But it's going to be 12 minutes and 40% dampening now. We're going to make it much harder for both of these two to recover. And Seavark is actually continuing to heal himself somehow. He's going to try to reposition with a bit of an invis. I think Lucron is maybe aware. He's expecting Seavark to be on one side, but he is on the stairs in case Seavark goes up. He knows exactly where he needs to go. Arcane missiles are coming out. Lucron is trying to get another setup. I think Lucron needs to go for a full setup with the Seavark. Stun coming out. Ice block to follow him. And Lucron is going to go for Demon Bolt. Quick tip, if you are a Demonology Warlock and you have a Mage Ice block in front of you, Demon Bolt still builds soul shards. It still does. That's going to be Fjord to Seavark. Ice is actually kind of low. More hand cooldowns coming out. If Lucron can get himself a big pet up and running right now, and the Seavark can take a little bit of damage from the tyrant, then I'm going to be good. Honestly, if he can land a stun right here, maybe that shark trick might be enough to finish off Seavark. He barely has any health. He's running on fumes. Massive blinks to get himself a lot of range, and just a couple arcane explosions get himself back up to a fighting condition. 48% dampening, 13%, 13 minutes in, 13% minutes in. 13 minutes in, this duel has been going on for a while. And Lucron and Seavark just will not give up. I think definitely Lucron has a massive advantage here. Just being a warlock, he's super tanky. For Seavark, he just has an advantage of mobility, so he's hard to catch up. But eventually that dampening is just going to be so high. Seavark might want to be looking for a win condition here, man. Might want to be looking for a win condition, because eventually dampening is just going to kill you. It's going to be Seavark getting interrupted on every single cast in just a single second. Lucron getting stunned up. Seavark still unable to cast any of his arcane spells. Does get an interrupt onto Lucron's sphere, but Lucron should still be able to summon a couple pets. Demon Bolt is trying to come out the longest cast in the world. And that's going to be Seavark actually blinking around and trying to go for Cyclotronic Blast. That's going to be Reflect for Lucron. Does Seavark actually do damage to himself? Cancels the Cyclotronic Blast in case things go bad. And is trying to bail out of that situation ASAP. Short invis for him for a moment. Lucron should be aware where Seavark might go. I think he's looking for him, and it's going to almost try to go for some mage food. Not going to happen. It's going to get a couple of instants at Seavark. I feel Lucron just needs to get a stun and go for damage. It's going to get an interrupt on Seavark. stun. Needs to go for damage right now. Big shark popping out of nowhere. It's going to even sacrifice the imps with implosion. Another invis. Force Seaver catches him with a horror effect. The pets are back on him. Drain life coming out. I think Seaver might be ending right here. And down he goes at the very end. But next up is gonna be Shadow trying to sneak up on top of Lucron as he's out of cooldowns, walling the damage off right now. Is gonna try to see if he can get a fear into Shadow. It is gonna be a Shadow meld for Shadow for just a quick second. Another fear. It's gonna be a Metamorphosis to break through it. Another fear does land. And Lucron used to be looking out for his health, but he used to be looking at this situation offensively as well, without having any kind of offensive power anymore, with being so low in health, trying to go for a last hurrah with a Tyrant, and Shadow's just cleaving right through him. Couple annihilates, that's all it took. And our boy goes down, and Twisted is gonna get a slow onto Shadow in the opener. Does Twisted go with a pet? Does he play with a pet? I think he actually decided to go no pet. Playing the marksman is going to be able to get a massive rapid fire in there. Lots of freebie damage on the Shadow. Is going to be able to get an I-beam. Stun coming down to Twisted Ace. He's going to check it out. He does trinket and could go for maybe some kind of a CC. Does get a knock away onto Shadow. Trying to continue getting those arcane shots in there. It's actually going to be darkness where Shadow's actually able to dodge a lot of those spells. Going to be throwing down a trap. I'm pretty sure a tar trap on the Shadow. Trying to catch up to the Demon Hunter. Not going to happen. Twisted hopefully has a trap set up around the corner for Shadow. Going to mount up. I think the tar trap is actually going to get him going. Twisted does catch himself a Camo. No, that was actually a freezing trap with a rapid fire to follow for Twisted. Still has double tap if he needs to Shadow. Kind of low health. Needs to catch up on a lot of healing right now as a stun comes in for Twisted. Stun again. And Shadow's going to bail out there for just a moment. This duel has been going for 15 minutes. 66% dampening. Could Twisted somehow come back against Shadow? Needs to get a double tap rapid fire, I'm pretty sure. Because those... or get a freezing trap and a double tap aim shot just to be able to clock Shadow right in the head with 2 aim shots. And Twisted is going to wait out for a second. Shadow is not going to let him camo up. But he kind of wants Twisted to come to him. Shadow is just waiting for cooldowns right now, man. He's buying some time. He's going to get a stun Twisted, but that was a knockback for a second. Twisted maybe has a freezing trap on top of him. Rapid fire coming out is going to imprison rapid fire. Twisted so far hasn't used double tap whatsoever, and Shadow is going to go for a little bit of a setup. That's going to be a freezing trap right now. Does Twisted have a setup right here? Could go for an aim shot. Maybe that'll be it. Going to be a trick out of Shadow. Does go for a Shadow mill just to avoid that aim shot. And Twisted's bailing out. Going to get a slow with an arcane shot to follow. Shadow doesn't have anything left. He's actually super spooked by the marksman hunter. That is Twisted, and Twisted has him on the ropes. Is going to throw down a trap. Does Shadow see it? It was just a tar trap. Shadow's trying to get whatever health he can whenever he can. That's going to be Twisted. Does he have another freezer trap? Does get a wall up and running. That's going to be Shadow going up in the air. Twisted, does he have any way to end him right now? Rapid fire coming out. Is he going to be able to do anything? Oh my god. A fell lance got through that shell. Are you kidding me? A fell lance got through the turtle shell, and Lilith is already in there trying to get a Garota to Shadow, missing the kidney shot right now. And Shadow's just trying to turn his damage around until Lilith tried to end him right now. He barely has any health. Could that be the answer? The Demon Hunter right now trying to get an I-beam, but it's not try dampening. That leech healing is not going to do nothing for you. And look who comes next. It is going to be our boy Boomsoul. He's trying to walk up to Lilith, trying to give him an honor duel, but I don't think it's going to happen here. So might as well get at it, man. Might as well use Spectral Sight. He's kind of waiting for the rogue to come at him. Does have Spectral Sight ahead of time, actually. Is going to get over the Garrote, get in away before Cheap Shot comes out. And as you see the mark for death, he's going to get a stun onto Lilith. That's going to be a full Azeroth beam. Boomsoul is going to trick it at the last moment and interrupted. Cyclotronic Blast to follow. Both of them are beaming one another, but Boomsoul's beam is just a little bit stronger. That's going to be Lilith left with barely any health. Boom. Without a trinket, actually. Lilith could still get the full Azeroth beam on him if he wanted. Actually, he could still one-shot him if he gets some No Vendetta, actually. Lilith could still get the big Azeroth beam. He got interrupted on it, I think, right before the cast happened. So I think he still might have a chance to do it. Gonna be a Metamorphosis by Boom. Lilith is gonna get himself as much healing as going with the Warlock House on. Cyclotronic Blast coming out. Does he have a Cloak Shot? He does Cloak at the very end. Could get the comp points. And one shot Boom if he has the Azeroth beam still. Hopefully he still does. Unless Boom interrupted as the channel happened, not as the cast happened. I-beam for Boom and does snipe him out. No cheat death for you. Woo! These duels were some of the longest duels ever inspired. He healed as much damage as he healed as much damage as he did. That's incredible. That's incredible. Yo, what's up? What you doing, my man, bro? Hello, chat. Hello, my brother. How you doing, my man? Zdorova, Ruski в чате. That was a good one, boys. Let's get another one going, boys. Hell yeah. Let's get another one going. Y'all mother welcome to y'all know how to do these groups. Get me some boys in here. I was badly done by the rogue. Lilith is just not experienced. That's what I'm gonna say. I think Lilith hasn't been experienced in these duels a lot. But Chick's got a group. We got a group with Warthas. Alrighty. Invite spectator. We got the bow survival hunter. Alrighty. I also want to get Machukes and Sparta against one another sometime in Warthas, maybe versus Seamark's group. War Thoros. Here we go. Got a group up and running. The EU, please, please. Do we have groups over on the EU? Today is an NA day. I want to give NA opportunity to play as many games as the 1mm. Fridays are days for EU. Heck, man, studios. More than welcome to join us on Fridays, man. Everybody on the EU is welcome Friday. How many queue for BGs? Oh, okay. I don't know. I can redo. I'm gonna redo really quick. This also has a lower item level with daggers in the moment. Yeah, they do. I think. Wait. Is that your Toon Baron? Is that your character? Lilith? Either way. You do have Azeroth Beam. You do have Cyclotronic Blast. I feel like getting a lot kidney shots a lot more consistently, right? Lilith, one advice I would give them, sometimes they're opening up with a Garrote and they're breaking the enemies out of a sap. If you don't know how to use the Garrote while enemies are still sapped, so you can get a Garrote, Rupture, kidney shot. If you don't know how to angle yourself so you don't break it. Said MPH not available, need one more, somebody seed. That's all, my man. But Chick's more than welcome to, my man. I'll wait for a bit. But go for a Markfirth kidney shot Garrote instead. If you feel like Not Will Moonguard has lead. None are worth us. You gotta be lead, my man. I don't know who Not Will is. Or I don't have him in real ID. Don't mind, I do. Perfect. Good now. Not Will. I also gotta. Not Will. In chat. Pay attention. Blackrook hold. Not Will. I want for you to pay attention in the chat. Real quick, my man. I'm gonna go over all the keybinds. Switch. So, Will, if you're going over the keybinds for this type of duels, you go to interface. Wait, no, you don't do that. You go to keybinds, commentator, toggle smart camera, stop following tracking player, and then I have follow player. That's the only things I have keybound. So you pop both of these. Toggle and stop at the beginning of every arena so you can follow people, so it doesn't like have on a swivel. So you can actually like follow people close. And then you follow. Not easy. Switch. What do we got today? We got ourselves. We gotta have the cursor going away in just a second. But we got ourselves our boy Machukes coming back in as a Fury Warrior Master. We got Cricket playing the Bow Survival. Trying out something. Eventually back in Twinkle Wink. How you doing, my guy? Looking like a good old outlaw, boy. And we got ourselves Twisted playing more of the marksman. We got ourselves Garber on Team Blue. Not Will hanging out as an MM Hunter. That's going to try to get himself an opener. We also got Surge, Tellerus, and Zab, but we'll show him in just a moment. As Not Will's getting an opener to Machukes. Sunshine coming out with a Cyclotronic Blast. Needs to interrupt it. Does go for a fear. Does not touch a death wall on him, so that's going to do quite a number of damage. But Not Will is not really looking all that good either. Does get an incap on Machukes for just a moment. Is going to try to bail out. Going to be an interrupt out of Machukes, and he's just staying on Not Will the whole time. If you tried to slow him down, and Machukes like, you know what? I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna blast through your karma. I don't even care. Shooting Rage Regeneration coming out from Machukes a little bit early. Focus Azeroth Beam to follow. Doesn't have an interrupt for it, but he has the healing for it. It's gonna get a double charge, and Not Will continue to just struck him down damage. Safety can get a proc down. Not Will doesn't have a lot of defenses left. Fist Fury keeping him barely alive. Needs to go for a bit of CC or mobility. Execute range right now. Trying to pop a defensive against anything, even if it's magic. Oh, please, Jesus, baby Jesus. Just trying to go for diffuse magic. What is this damage on Machukes? That's not a physical damage. That's all magical. This is some make-believe stuff. This doesn't happen in real world. This is some tomfoolery here. Incap comes in, doesn't have Zerka's Rage for it. Gonna be fights for Not Will. It's just desperately trying to hang in. Gonna be Alexia on Machukes. No chicken available. Could that actually be the end to Machukes? Right now, could Wilson turn around? Backed up before the Fist of Fury was available. Machukes is gonna be low on health, and Will is trying to catch up on healing ASAP. Machukes needs to be very careful with that next Fist of Fury. That Fist of Fury could be the end of him. Does he have a fear? Does he have anything to stop it? Actually gonna bail out and let his health regen for just a little bit. Waiting for cooldowns, trying to buy some time. Does he get a charge or not? Well, he does. Not a Fist of Fury to follow though. Machukes catching quite a bit of health. Fist of Fury coming out. He's gonna try to stay on him. Fear coming out. That's gonna be tricking out of not well, trying to stop the reset for Matix. Whirling Dragon Punch to fall and trying to bail out of there. Matix is gonna have all these images on him. That's gonna be a Blaze Storm. Incap comes in. Zerka raging out of it. Another charge heal. Not well has Karma back up. Fist of Fury to follow. Matix could be in a bad spot. Needs to back out of that. There's gonna be maybe Karma coming out. But well, barely has any health. Big lead for Matix. Oh my god, both of them taking each other out. What was that? How does that happen? How does that happen? Oh my god. And Zab does a little bit of a cry for him. Poor boy. At least Cricket is being, you know, he's letting him, okay, let him have his cry. I'll wait till he's ready. I'll wait till the real man is ready. That's gonna be Cricket playing, what? Let me explain Cricket real quick. They are a survival hunter with a bow, trinkets, Azerite traits, and everything that lets him do as much range damage as possible. So, whatever that means to you is whatever that means to you. Zap is trying to go for the biggest setup right now, trying to get himself huge blood of the enemy with Ascendants, but that's going to be freezing trap to stop all these enemies. Like, come on! Come on! That's what I imagine that animation looks like. That's going to be Cricket actually deleting that damage out of realm of possibility. Gonna get a net rolling onto Zab with a cyclotronic chicken trying to come out. Zab did interrupt the cast, but not the channel, so Cricket couldn't go for cyclotronic chicken again if they want to try to get the range onto Zab. Going for kill commands as much as they can with grenades back to back. And trying to keep the dots rolling, doing quite a number of damage to Zap without any cooldowns either. Cyclotronic Chicken trying to come out actually fails. Zap needs to interrupt the channel of it, not the cast of it. So he has to wait. Gonna be a binding shot with a stun. Trading CC for a second just to keep Zap out of the way. And Cricket does go for manic bandages. The greater Earth Elemental is getting taunted by his pet. So he's keeping that Earth Elemental away from him. More grenades coming out of Zap. Just cannot quite reach Cricket. Can't quite do the damage he needs. And it's going to continue trucking along the stun to Zap. Does Cricket go for maybe Cyclotronic Blast right now? Does try to go for it. Getting the cast off. Does get interrupted on the channel. So you got a couple ticks of it. Maybe one, maybe two at most. He's going to try to see if he can bail away. Zap does catch him out in the Sunder right now. Going to be able to break through that shield. Not going to be able to get a lot of Azerite abilities that do send out a water ball at enemies. Got himself a manic bandage for just a quick second, but it looks like he might be going down here. No total shell available. Zap might have him here. It looks like he might be going down right now. He actually got quite a bit of damage on the Zap, but it didn't turn out to be that great. He actually was doing pretty well. I feel like if you played it a little bit more carefully, that might have been it. That's going to be Zap getting caught out in Freezer Trap, and that's going to be Twisted getting that aim shot on net, just boinking him. Zap is going to get offensive right now. Blood of the enemy coming out. Wall needs to come out as well. Needs to catch up to Twisted right now. Needs to get the blood of the enemy damage happening. Broke out of that scatter shot really quick. Is going to try to drop down Capacitor. Missing down the Thunder with the rapid fire. Chasing him back into the room, and down he goes. This is going to try to bail away from Talarius. Oh, a Demon Hunter Gladiator, it looks like, with an item to follow as he's getting more damage into Twisted. Twisted is going to try to actually backpedal out of there. That was the Tauren racial of high mounted Tauren racial of charge. But it actually looked like he backpedaled out of there super fast. It's like, back up. That's going to be a freezing trap and cyclonic blast onto the Twisted. Twisted might just go down. That's actually some damage right there. Talarius just took it out with an imprison onto Twinkle Wink. Oh, it is Twinkle Twink. And Twinkle's gonna have a hard time with here. It looks like he's RP walking still. Is getting a blind on Talarius with a grapple hook to get the hell out of there. How's he gonna do with his cremate? He wanted to cremate my chicks before he gets himself a setup. Alright. Interesting choice. Probably should have been watching for Talarius. Maybe get a sap on him or something. Perry coming out for the rogue. Demon Hunter is going to try to bail out of it. Is going to get himself another blast onto Twinkle Twink right now. He is playing Crucible. Trying to see if he can get in with a bit of a blade dance. Going to be a plunder armor for Twinkle Twink. Trying to get the big damage on Talarius. Can he do it? Cloak Shot is coming out. Talarius is going to go for a blade dance. Trying to get a couple of those Chaos Strikes in there. And Twinkle is going to get himself a little bit of reset. Stun coming out. Trick inside of it. Does get himself a little bit of heal going. Needs to find a way to shake this Demon Hunter off of him. That's going to be in prison, put himself in a bad spot. Talarius, I think, has it. It's going to be the shortest stun in the world, and Talarius just continued to chase into the room with a couple of Chaos Strikes back to back. It does take him out. Does he run Demonic? Does he play Demonic build? It doesn't look like he does, because he barely got into Demonic. Going to be Vinci up next. Try to see if we can walk up to this Demon Hunter. Try to see if he can compete. Going to be an Assassination Rogue. Maybe they know each other. Bit of a bow, bit of a wave. That's gonna be an honor duel right here, boys. Get it. 6 minutes in. Probably the shortest duels ever. Talos is gonna get the opener onto the rogue. He used the spectral side immediately. It's going to actually bail out. Shadow Step coming out for Vinci. That's going to be Metamorphosis for Dalaran. Is going to follow that up with another Blade Dance, trying to avoid any kind of CC out of the rogue. That's still a lot of pressure coming in. Vinci needs to bail out of this. Safety Trinket got procced down and is trying to bail. Dalaran still has a Trinket if he ever needs to. And he's looking massive right now in his Demon Hunter form. I'm going to guess Engineering Helmet is what a lot of people have been snagging recently. That's actually going to be a little bit of that AoE damage from the Demon Hunter. The caught Vinci out. Tricket's out. That's going to be blind. Tricket out. Talaris is going to get another Crucible Flame rolling on Vinci. Does Vinci have anything? Kidney shot to follow. Does he go for a reset or does he go for damage right now? Looks like he's going to go for Vendetta. Maybe evasion to follow. Does get evasion rolling. Dodging away from that. Blade Dance is going to throw daggers in there. Going to be Talaris trying to cleave through him with a little bit of I-beam. Cloak of Shadows. Vinci is in a bad spot. Doesn't have a vanish for this or anything. Talaris could end them right now. Trying to chase. Trying to stay on this rogue as best as possible. And Nvidia was able to peel away from him for just a second. Taurus does need a bit of mobility. Sap comes in and Nvidia could go for a reset. 8 minutes in, 80% dampening. Nvidia is going to go for another sap maybe? Maybe that's exactly what they're going for, another sap. And maybe now they can bail out of it. I guess they want to go for a bit of CC. If you can get a couple concoctions in, you might be able to manage with his Demon Hunter. But Taurus is trying to see if he can use mobility around the corner. Trick is still available for Vinci. Is he going to trick it anything ever? Second stun coming out. Doesn't have anything. That's going to go for a mark for death. But nothing to come off it. Who's the Demon Hunter, dude? Yo, Toto's got 3 kills in a row. Get at it. Get at it. Get this guy in here more, man. Let's get more in here. Start another group. Damn, let's go, boys. With mega boosted backpedal speed. That was hilarious, man. That was hilarious. So hopefully not Will. If you want to go back to the stream, man. Because you can rewind back. You can go back to the key bindings that I talked about. And I'll have this as a VOD later if you want to check in with it. Okay, man? It's about an hour into the stream. Or 6 p.m.-ish. Is the best way to do it. 36, 37. Those are fun. I'm done for the day. Back to BGs. Go for it, boys. Let's see where I got a group. Who else got a group, boys? Get in here, boys. Get in here. We got a Seavark, we got Lucron. Got a 5? Beautiful. Try and fire, hopefully I'll be able to play. Yo, go for it, Seavark. If you want to try Frostman, more than welcome to. Lots of classes screw me over right now, only one is fire. Fair enough. Yeah, as Arcane, being able to run around and get a lot of healing with the mobility, it is incredible, isn't it? What's up, Taylor? How do my man? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Hey, thanks for joining with our duels. You're more than welcome to join any of those, man. Saturday, always the day for NA. Everyone can get me into a group. Haven't played yet. Garaber. Oh yeah, Garaber. We've seen you a couple times. You've been trying to show up arms warrior, dude. Every group he's in is just groups of champs. So far hasn't got to try at all. I want to see you play, dude. Can we get Garaber in one of these, boys? Get Garaber as one of these. I think I have to go again. Order Alliance Roman, more than welcome to play either one, my man. Added you on battle tags so I can start to group up. We can get in it. Yo, well, you got a group up and running, yeah? You got a group now? Let me try queuing again. I think that connection between Seavark and Lucron didn't work. Maybe one of them had LFG on or something. So many group is out of queue for that. That should take them both out of a queue, if there is a queue. And if I go again, it should hopefully work. Have an alliance group at now 3 people. Alright, man, fill it up first. Demon Hunter is my weakness. There, everyone's weakness, man. Oh, they did really good against Shadow. I thought you actually would have had Shadow. Just an early freezing trap. And then if you can get around the corner rapid fire where they can't stop it. Like rapid fire and disengage and just go as far as you can. I think that will do a lot of damage for you, man. I think that'll be huge. I really want to see you in action in duels. Will you do that? Hey, I enjoy doing duels. I enjoy participating. I enjoy World PvP, my man. If you ever see me do any kind of PvP on stream, I love all that shit, man. But a lot of people want to see like the close games, and I cannot get that with me dueling. Maybe one day, man. Yeah. Switch. What do we got this time? We got ourselves Team Red with Vinci. Oh, doing a bit of a dance. We got Cricket in the back, still playing. It's still survive. Are you back to Marksman? I'm not seeing. Oh yeah, there's your bet. You're still survival with a bow. I don't understand. You gotta get a kill at survival with a bow. We got Lucron playing Demonology. We got Twinkle Wink trying to make a play. And we got Twisted Backhand versus. We got those bad Aaron. Didn't get to play last time. We got Boomster playing the Destro. Seamark hanging out as Fire. We got Pop, Block, and Drop It as we got to play. And we got Saragars. Yo, haven't seen this boy in quite a bit of time. Looks like it is going to be Seamark first as a Fire Mage and versus Vinci playing now that Assassination. Both are kind of just trying to get close to one another. That's about as good as an honor duel they can go for one another. That's a better bow than anything. Just spazzing on your goddamn mount. Alright, boys, give it your best shot. I'll take a sip of my drink real quick. Gonna be getting a shot opener onto Seamark. Eventually he's just gonna get himself a soft opener. Not trying to show his hand or anything. Gonna be a polymorph onto Vinci. Can Seamark get his setup going here properly? Gonna be a Ring of Frost. Does land the Ring of Frost. Does get a greater power, but it's actually blinking far away just so you can get another fireball in there. Vinci is gonna get a concoction burning, but that's gonna be quite a lot of damage, forcing out a safety trinket. This actually puts him quite behind in case Seamark does go for a setup. Needs to save that Cloak of Shadows for a right situation. So for Vinci needs to get a setup with the Seamark. Knows the breath is gonna happen after the kidney shot. So maybe backing up for that kidney might be a good idea. Well, maybe Vinci is going to get a little bit more aggro. Going to be Temporal coming out as Vendetta comes in for Vinci. And Seamark is going to get a couple Pyro Blasts in there. Vinci not seeing that combustion. Doesn't want to pop a Cloak of Shadows. Is going to get a concoction rolling. Right now it's about Seamark trying to hold on to that combustion as best as possible. Not to force Vinci to pop Cloak. Vinci could die without it. That's going to be Ring of Frost to follow. Vinci has to trinket this. That's going to be Greater Power Blast. Is going to force out the trinket out of Vinci. As Seamark does force quite a bit of damage. Without a Vendetta, Vinci is actually going to be quite behind. And that's going to be a couple Fire Blasts on Vinci. Is that going to be enough damage right now? Oh my god, he's teetering so close. Does not use that Cloak. As soon as he blows Cloak or Vanish, he's done. He's basically done. And Seamark is just going to go for a little bit of food. So far, Seamark has been playing this as picture perfect as he could versus a rogue. Because eventually just cannot play his hand too early. Cannot play his hand way too early. Wait now for the Vendetta. Trying to buy as much time. Without a trinket, is going to be kind of behind. Cloak of Shadow is still available. As long as he gets into those kind of heals, he'll be good too. Go roll with a cheap shot actually. Not a kidney shot onto Seamark. He's going to go follow up with a kidney shot after. Try to bail away before that breath comes out. And Seamark is just going to go for damage. Not seeing this rogue next to him. He's not even going to press breath. That's going to be eventually getting a kidney shot with a Mark for Death and Venom. Scorch is coming out for Seamark as he's trying to get eventually low. Does he get those crits though? Looks like he is getting those Pyroblast crits. Blinking on top of eventually. Not letting him go anywhere. Eventually again. Trying to hold on to Cloak as best as possible. Trying not to use his big defensives. This is where a dilemma. Does he use it or does he not? Breath comes out. No trinket available. That's going to be a freeze. Maybe a Vanish. Ring of Frost. Doesn't Ring of Frost. I think it's done. I think it's done. If you had a Cloak or Vanish, that was your only chance. And a Greater Pyroblast rolling into you. Down he goes. That was so perfectly played by Seamark. With Twisted getting opened up. Actually going to trinket before the Greater Pyroblast. Trying to see if he can stop it. Going to be combustion out of Cyclotronic Blast. With Seamark. One shot onto Seamark. That Cyclotronic Blast with the burst of a Fire Mage was enough to one shot a Marksman Hunter. Twisted tried to go for a setup, but before he could get anything done, that was it. Should have pressed Turtle Shell a little bit early. So if you see Seamark popping off cooldowns, you just probably press something. See something, say something, do something. And Cricket is going to try to see if he can get around. Gunplay without bow survival. How is that going to go for him? Like, he auto-attacks with a bow, and he throws grenades. And he also has his chakrams that he throws at Seamark. And he also has a bunch of Azeroth traits and maybe a trinket or two to get like range damage from those dot procs that he does. Don't know how good it will be for him, but we'll see. Seamark does get himself actually a reset out of combat with a breath onto the Cricket. Could that be a stun by Cricket? Can Cricket stun while in breath? No, he can't. That's going to be still a Greater Pyro. Chucks right into Cricket's face. As he blinks around the Hunter trying to get around him. Cricket should probably press that stun button a little bit early. Or does he not have a stun button anymore actually? He might have used it early. It's going to be Seamark polymorphing the pet. And just trying to get next to Cricket ASAP. Getting those Pyroblasts in there. And just going to continue trucking the damage along while he's got another polymorph on the pet. Probably going to be the last one as a ZR. Body shot coming out. Silver does have blink if he needs to. Actually, using the gnome ratio just to get out of that. Or the freezing trap. Or the freezing ring onto his Cricket. No cooldowns available. No trinket available. All he has to do is turtle shell. And he's actually going to use it early. Seawork forced out this defensive early out of Cricket. It's going to be greater power blast. Does he get to maybe double blink it? He does get to double blink. He does get a one blink it. Cricket actually thought he was hitting perfectly. And Seawork took advantage of that. Freeze the trap onto Seawork. Crickets with a breath onto Cricket. Seawork just needs to get Fireball, a couple Pyro Blast. That's going to be one Survival Hunter with a bow. Trying to get a heal. Can't do it because that's magic damage is not. And down he goes with another Pyro Blast. 5 minutes in. 2 people dead. Lucron is next. That might be. Lucron might be the guy that ends this man's whole career. So far, Seawork has been playing this perfectly, dude. Picture perfect. And Twinkle, what did you... Even Lucron's like, don't do that. Don't do that. He looked at it, he's like, oh, I'm in trouble. He's like, don't do that. It's a duel. Do you know what duel means? D-U-E-L. Duel. He's even looking behind his shoulder like, yo, better not. I'm watching it. I'm watching it. I think Seawork wants to duel the rogue. I think that's what's happening. Seawork wants to save Lucron as the last guy. I think Seawork wants to duel the rogue. Lucron, if you will allow the rogue to go first, for Seawork to get a 1v5, more than welcome to him. More than welcome to him. Yeah, there we go. I think they're trying to figure out. I think that Lucron, you'll be the final boss. Let Seawork go for a 1v4 if you can manage it. I think Seawork is like, you know what? Let me at least get a 1v4. So it looks like the rogue is going to be the guy going up. Lucron is going to let him go. We are going to set up for it. Seawork is trying to make the content for me, guys. I didn't tell him to do that. But we get in a Fire Mage 1v4 at the very least. That's going to be a Breath on Twinkle. As he's trying to get an open, Polymorph coming out. Going to be Granted Problems. Tricky coming out for Twinkle. Trying to get an interrupt onto Seawork. Not going to happen. Kick out. Going to be another Re-Polymorph onto Twinkle. That's going to be Granted Pyroblast into Fireball. Cloak of Shadows coming out a little bit early. Does still get hit with a Granted Pyroblast. I cannot believe it. The timing for that sometimes can be tough. And that's going to be Vanish for Twinkle immediately. As soon as he's put in a bad situation. Just going to go for a reset. No Shadow Blades. 1 charge of Shadow Dance available. 30 seconds on a Cold Blood. Evasion. No Cloak. No Vanish. No Trinket. Seawork actually got everything out of him. Even going to go for a bit of an eye. Trying to sniff out this rogue early. If he can find him. I like how he's running the old school vanilla Nightsabers too. Those were some of the coolest mounts ever, man. I really like the homage to that, dude. Look at that. It has glowing eyes. It's all purple. It looks a little janky because of the textures, but it's still beautiful, man. That's gonna be such a cool mount to get when vanilla comes out. I swear, dude. I want to get a tiger. I might as well just play Night Elf just for the tigers. I'm still deciding with Alliance or Horde. Twinkle, getting a setup, got Cold Blood, waiting and trying to buy as much time as he can for his cooldowns before he goes against Seawork. I think Twinkle should be able to get quite a bit of damage on Seawork, honestly. Being a sub-rogue, because that is a claw theme. As long as he has a proper combo. This is going to blow him a kiss. Maybe they know each other. Is going to go for Mark with Kidney Shot in the open. Again, the Shadow Strike. Trying to get himself a Nightblade. Needs to get the Eviscerate's going back-to-back. Cheap Shot comes in. Eviscerate. Back-to-back Cheap Shot. Maybe another Eviscerate. No, doesn't get one. Going to be a Polymer by Seawork. Twinkle doesn't have any setup here. Going to be a Greater Power Blast. Maybe with the Ring of Frost for Seawork. Yeah, Ring of Frost coming out. Twinkle, does he walk into it? He does at the last moment. Does get a blind on Seawork. Does get a Trinket out of him. That's going to be Twinkle. Actually, Shadow Step and does still eat a Greater Pyro to the face. Evasion coming out in case Seawork decides to auto-attack him. Trying to get the Eviscerates back-to-back. Cyclotronic Blast for Seawork. And he does eliminate Twinkle Twink with Lucron. Being the last man standing on Team Horde. It all comes down to Lucron. The Demonology Warlock Master. Also, your chest piece is a little bit different than your... Was that always your chest piece for your Mog? It kind of fits. It's kind of nice looking. Seawork is not going to be his big 5. Look, even a pop like a drop in a boom star walking up to cheer Seawork on, man. They're like, you got this, buddy. Fire Mage 1v5. First Gnome Fire Mage. You just got your 1900 in 2v2s. You can do it, fam. You can do it easily. Let's go. Let's go for that Invis in the opener versus Lucron. I definitely think Lucron has a massive advantage playing Demonology here. The pet play style against Seawork is tough to deal with. But maybe Seawork can get a big setup onto Lucron. The CC Lucron can put out with Horror, Fear, Stuns is nuts. With the Reflect and the Interrupt he can get to is huge. It's going to be a Ring of Frost onto the pet. Seawork is just trying to get himself a greater Pyro Blast. It's going to be Trinket. Reflect for Lucron. Does it reflect back to Seawork? It does actually pump it back into him. But that's a Trinket out of Lucron right now. So at least Seawork gets something out. Lucran decided to play very cheeky there. Trinket reflected the last moment. And Seavark just got to sell. He ate his own Greater Pyra. And Lucran is going to send out the Crucible Flame at him. And a couple insta-casts to follow right after. Damn. So Seavark is going to be back behind there. The pet is not going to let him catch a restealth. And Seavark is already close to half health, which is going to put him behind pretty bad. Breath into Lucran. Polymorph coming out. That pet stun could happen any moment. A pet stun could happen any moment. Does he blink it? He blinks the pet stun. He does delay it a little bit. That's going to Meteor to fall. Lucran is going to try to see if he can get a couple pets up and running. See if we can get that temper rolling. Freezing the pets on one side. That's going to be a horror effect out of Lucran around that corner. Could go for a Fear to follow. No, just going to go for instant cast. Fear trying to come out. Going to be an interrupt by Seavark. Is just trying to bail out of there. If Seavark had Invis, he might be able to catch an Invis reset against Lucran. But this is going to be really hard here. Lucran is going to pump up his pet right now. It doesn't even matter that the Tyrant can do damage. Just the fact that Seavark is over there with a big pet. He kind of needs to CC it. That's going to be a shark coming out of nowhere for Lucran. Great Trinket. And that Tyrant, why he's been pretty useless. You guys want to cast maybe? No, he thought about it. He was like, maybe I should cast? Nah. Gonna be a stunner to Seavark. He's gonna trick it out of that one. Try to see if he can get another Greater Pyro. Into Lucran. Does he go for a Reflect? Does try to get a Reflect going. Does it Reflect? He does not. He used it a little bit late. Seavark trying to go for Combustion right now. Gonna be a horror effect on him. Can Seavark go for the big damage right here, right now? Does he get the Cyclotronic Blast off of the two? Get interrupted. The Cyclotronic Blast coming out with 100% crits. Is that enough to take Lucran down? Both of them are super low health. Seavark is not doing that good. Maybe an Ice Block right here. Might have to block this. Try to get a shield. Try to wait for a Cauterize. Maybe another Greater Power Blast can come out. Fear for Lucran though. Might have to Ice Block it. If he has to Ice Block it, he better block it on the high health of the Cauterize. Cauterize coming out. Blocks it. Stopping the damage. And Lucran is getting more pets up and running. Seavark is super close. He could end Lucran here, making a big old 1v5. It could be anyone's game right here. Lucran tried to hang in there too. Has Reflect coming up soon. Wall available if he ever needs to get the cast off. That's going to be Ring of Frost for Lucran's pets. And Seavark is going to try to see if he can get to Lucran. Maybe breath him and get some big damage up right now. Horror effect coming up a little bit early with a Fear to follow. Seavark doesn't have any way out of it, so Lucran just get into keep him at bay while the pets again reset. Is going to have the stun and everything. That's going to be Warlock Gateway as the breath comes in. Seavark getting put in bad situations, trying to get those Spiral Blasts in onto Lucran. That's going to be a Fear regardless though. And Lucran is going to get a couple casts over it. Seavark does root him. Those all the pets around the corner. Doesn't have a way to get out of combat. Doesn't have a way to self-heal yet. Trying to get himself a little bit of an outer range of Lucran. Does mount out for a second too. Still going to be a couple instant casts from Lucran. Seavark's health is super low. Needs to get a shield up and running. Try to blink and no! No! Oh my god. Good night, sweet prince. You tried your best. Oh no! Lucran just eating his ass. That is not how you do it to the boy. But it looks like Lock Pop and Drop It is up next. Though. Can Lucran come back? 12 minutes in, 48% dampening. Can he come back in any of these? He took down Seavark, who took down the whole team. For Seavark, that was such a long duel. He tried so hard. It's so close. Demonology Warlock is just a little bit ahead of Fire Mage. It's the same with Outworks, honestly, so it wouldn't have felt any different. Pop Lock and Drop It actually thinking of enslaving Lucran's pet. Could that work? Would Lucran just lose his pet? Horror effect coming down for Pop and Lock and Drop It. Is he going to go for big damage? Oh, he's actually playing on Holy. Good Affliction. Going to be a Reflect for Lucran with a Horror effect to fall. Pop Lock and Drop It. Try to get this UAs. Going to be some of the pet trick inside of it. Popping on UAs under Lucran. Is that going to be enough though? I think he got maybe one UA, maybe two. Lucran is stopping that opener completely. Pop Lock and Drop Its wall. Try to get the big damage to Lucran. Did not work. That was incredible. And actually, Lockett not really looking that good. Did he actually get a lot of dots back in himself with the UAs? Just trying to get Unstable Afflictions back in there, back to back. Lucran taking some damage, but Pop Lock and Drop It getting the Reflect a little bit late though. Probably should have had the Reflect when Lucran tried to interrupt him, silence him, because that would have reflected. Can he actually take your pet? He cannot. Okay, so in PvP you can't do that. But Pop Lock it, dude, you're in a bad spot, my man. That's a cool ass looking mug, but you're in a bad spot. Let's look at us getting in there. Gonna be a horror effect. Was that out of Pop Lock and Drop It horror? It was. So double horror himself into a Fear. Trying to land it. Not gonna happen. Gonna go for Drain Life. And Lucran is gonna interrupt him. I think Lockett is done, man. Affliction. What else could you do? Who's next though? Is it Boom? What is this ceremony? He deserves a warrior's death. These guys, these goobers, man, I swear, these goobers. And Boom says gonna go for a bit of a bow to Lucron. Destro versus Demo. Dude, if Lucron goes back for 1v5 at this low, this high of dampening, that'd be incredible. Although Boomster is definitely going to give him a run for the money. Both of them are starting out around this corner right here. Going to be an interrupt onto Lucron by Boom. He's trying to get a Cataclysm around the corner. I think he actually canceled it at the last second. That's going to be Banish coming out by Lucron so that Boom won't have his pet available. And Lucron used to get his pet over there onto Boomstar. Actually, he does have him over there. He's kind of just confused though. Does get to catch him around the corner. This going to get a reflect back into Boomstar's fear as Lucron has get himself handled down. Rolling to summon the pets. Going to be a stun. Boomstar is actually going to land a kick onto Lucron. Trying to go for a wall. Banish onto the pet. Lucron still has a lot of cooldowns available. Lucron could go for the Tyrant if he wanted to. Banish onto the Infernal right now. Horror effect onto Boomstar. He trickles out of it. Interrupt onto his Sphere. Lucron can still go for the Tyrant. He's got the pets up and running. He could still do quite a bit of damage if he wanted to. Fear trying to come out. Lucron gets the Fear early before Boomstar. He just tried to save all Boomstar's damage. And Lucron is going to go for a heal as much as he can with that Infernal. Boom used his wall. Lucron still has his wall if he needs to get the damage going. This could be huge. Boomstar trying to see if he can approach Lucron from maybe the left angle. Big Shark just attacks him out of nowhere. As Lucron trying to get a Tyrant summoned up, he's actually going to get a Tyrant rolling. Second Infernal coming down with an interrupt on a Boom. Lucron could be done right here. Doesn't have a reflector, nothing. Oh my god. That was so much damage out of nowhere. Boomstar surprising us. Damn, boys. Yo, Seamark, you played that well, my dude. What the hell? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That was insane. You actually outplayed these guys. Like, literally just predicted what they would do. That was so many cool moments there, man. I love that. That was such a long duel, though. 60 minutes, and let's get another one going. One, my man, you want to join in for some of these? You're more than welcome to, my boy. I see you here. I see you, buddy. How's it going, beautiful? How's it going, fam? Hope you had some fun doing your arenas. We still gotta get some arenas done, me and you. Let me know when you are free, man. All right. I know you're busy grinding arena, trying to get the 2402s or whatever it was. Oh man, let me know whenever you're ready, dude. I'll go on your schedule. How does that sound? Steve, please stop hurting me. We have a cool group, full group. All right, Willow. What's your real ID? How do I add you? We got a 5. Majig's got a 5. Majig's got a 5. Direwolf's trying to get a group up and running. One just disappeared. Got 5 without a Seavar, keeping the rest of them. We could get Boom versus Matukes. We could get Boom versus Matukes. Anyone on Horde need someone? They kicked the Seamark out. He was like, Seamark didn't let him play, man. What is this? Dalaran, can you shout out Chrissy and Cavani for me? I think I just did. Imagine if Enslaved Demon worked. Oh, that'd be insane. That's what I see Mentality got there. Yoink. Dude, they totally should do that, Atho. They should. So then when you're playing as a Warlock versus other Warlocks, you should think about which pet you want. Imagine being Demonology and having that Felguard or whatever, right? I think it'd be cool as hell. I think it'd be cool as hell. So then what you do, you actually go for a pet that's not a Felguard that you can enslave. That'd be cool as hell. That'd be awesome. We enjoyed walking around the palace. You did? Around the place? Oh yeah, you guys were walking around. Yeah, I saw y'all. Will hashtag 12401. Let's see if you added me at one point, Will. Let's see if you tried to. Del Potato? That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Will W-I-L-L or is it just W-I-L-L? Pretty sure I see the name starting on letter W. I got Swifty trying to add me. I don't think it's real Swifty. I don't think it's real Swifty. Are you at the bottom of the list now? Well, imagine for these duels. We got one more. Welcome to him. What's up, my Skype? I hope you're having a good one. Reserve for losers, Stop, Polly, and Petsy Jerk. That played really well. My group is the Warlock boys. All 3 specs already. Hold on. Let me get oh my god, I want to get Boom. Let's get Boom and Matukes in there. Because they got all 3 specs. Yo, we'll get Will right after, alright? Okay, 5-man group. Alright, we'll get you in soon, man. We'll get you in, I promise. It just says you got all the Warlocks in the group. I want to get them in there, man. Started the Honda, by the way. Yo, Seamark, don't apologize for playing well. What are you talking about? Man, the Warlock Bonanza. The Warlock Shamanza. That's gonna be hilarious. Alrighty, boys. Twitch, who do we got today? We got the Team Warlocks on Team Blue. But we're actually missing one person in every team. Where you boys at? Where's the fifth? Where's the fifth? Is this a 4v4 1v1? I'm pretty sure I was streaming 5v5 1v1s. Wait, did we actually just have somebody not able to join? Like somebody DC'd or somebody lagging? No, we got Team Blue ready, set up. Battering. Here is a holy. Oh, right, Red Pally. Imagine if it was Holy Pally, man. Basically, Holy Pally. They heal a lot. Saragars trying to make Frost work here, but he also got triple threat here with Pop, Lock, and Drop as Affliction, one as Demonology, and Boomstar as Destruction. Which one of this triple menace are they going to get? We got a team of 4 with Love from Dark Spear on Team Red with Matux hanging out on the back. We got Psychtonid going up first and Twisted. Hopefully your 5th gets in here. Oh, it's going to be a big old 1v4 maybe. One looks like he's going to be going up first as a Demonology Warlock, trying to see if he can make a play. Matux, where's your 5th? What happened with your 5th? What happened with your 5th? Where's your 5th? You might have to replace him, man. For future duels, side getting in there onto one, going to be a stun by one. Is going to get a random Tyrant proc. It's a horror effect coming out. That's going to be fear. Whoa, Psych just kind of all over the place. What was that? Look, they tried to fell rush and you end up on the whole other side of the world. Big metamorphosis coming out. Was that actual Tyrant by one, or is that still like? I think that is a real Tyrant by one right now. Is he not the Tyrant that sacrifice? I think even one is confused. He's like, what just happened? No, one doesn't look confused. One just looks uninterested. There we go. We got Poseidon in here. He actually does look like an evil version of Poseidon. Not gonna lie, he actually does look like an evil version of Poseidon. That's gonna be Love up next. What just happened, chat? Can someone explain? Gonna be an interrupt onto one right now. He's sending out Boskage Bombers. Love is not walking into those. Gonna get a vanish off actually and just bailing out of there. Is he playing assassination? Looks like Vendetta did go through, and one just took no damage to that Vendetta. I swear, one just looks so uninterested. He's like, did I leave the lights on? Do I need to get milk next time I'm in the store? I love that, dude. I love that. Gonna be a stun around the corner. Does catch Love out of stealth too. With that, getting the pet in there immediately. Summoning Demon Dog is gonna be a stun onto one as Love is just trying to get a proc. Nice Poison Bomb proc though. Is going to get quite a bit of damage, but it's going to be a horror effect to send him running in the other direction. Is going to trick it out of it. Does get an interrupt onto one, but the Cyclotronic Blast can be stopped, and Love is just taking freebie damage, even with evasion rolling. That's going to be a Boskage Bomber. Took a few hits from those. That's going to be a few hits to follow. I don't think he has a racial for it to break out, at least for right now. Stun, alright, after with more Demon Dogs as one is getting this instant cast back. Oh my god! What just killed you, though? What? I don't understand. I actually don't understand what just got him. Let's get Matux up next. Does get an interrupt onto one. Is this continuing trucking on damage? Big damage coming out. Racial popping out. Gonna get all those pets feared way out of the trinkets out of it. Not even Zerker raging out of it. And one is gonna get a massive Tyrant rolling. And Matux does have massive damage. Cyclotronic Blast coming out. Gonna get hit with a horror effect on that as he trying to get the damage rolling. Gonna be gonna be in Rage Regeneration coming out right now as he gets stunned by the pet, trying to get as much healing as he can. Interrupting one on the pest that he's trying to summon. Gonna be a couple more instant casts for one as the demons are just pouncing from every direction. That's gonna be Matux. Continue to charge heal back into one, continue to get the damage rolling. It's gonna be one just trying to get him out of there for just a second so you can get a full army of the pets rolling again. The army of demons is coming back in as Matux does go for a commanding shout, trying to get himself as much healing as possible. That's a lot of pets available. That's going to be a random Tyrant coming out, buffing all the pets for one. That's going to be short stun onto Matux right now. The Tyrant got a couple casts in there. Is one rolling the Tyrant that doesn't sacrifice pets anymore? Is that what he's running right now? Because it looked like he has a lot of pets, and even when he has a Tyrant, he had a lot of imps around. Maybe that's the playstyle he's going for now. Just beef up the pets, damage with the pets. But have more pets. It's not so heavily front loaded with a Tyrant. But Jiggles is trying to see if he can bail away from one, trying to keep his health afloat. As a word, it's going to be hard. He needs to get charge heals off of pets or something in order to maintain Stun comes in. Is one going to be able to get a big setup into a fear onto Matukes? Does have Zerker Rage for it. Interrupted one on the hand to go down. Needs to get the charge heals. Cyclotronic Blast coming out. Does he interrupt it? Looks like it's going to be quite a bit of damage. One all through. That's going to be a random charge that got feared out by Matukes away from one. Horror effect to follow. The Matukes does get himself a little bit of a heal. That's going to be real Tyrant this time. It does sacrifice the imps actually. So it looks like he does have a Tyrant that does sacrifice the imps. And that thing just got a couple casts into Matukes and that was all it took. Twisted is up next. They'll try to get an aim shot in there onto one. His basket bombers are going to attack him. Rapid fire comes in, but he does stun it. And Twisted is going to go for even more damage with a sniper shot. Is that going to be enough damage? Does get a pretty big chunk hit onto one. As one is going to get even more pets summoned up right now. Twisted trying to get that range in there, but those pets are actually just trucking him along. Rapid fire trying to come out, doing some damage to one, but those pets, those imps are just obliterating the guy. Those imps just pounding him with attacks over and over and over. And having double Felguard helps out. He got a random summon on an extra Felguard, which helps out a ton. Look at all those imps. They're just attacking him in unison. Stun onto Twisted does get a wall rolling here, but I think he's still down. Just not a lot you can do. One is just obliterating everybody. One. Poseidon does shrink it out of the end of that fear, gripping one next to him with a stun to follow. Going to be a lockboard for one with hand to go downs back to back. That's going to be a big A-bomb coming down, and one needs to find a way to deal with Poseidon's AMS. Try to see if he can land a Shadow Fury in. Does actually land Shadow Fury at the last moment, force an IBF out of Poseidon and a Fury to follow. But one is surrounded by all those pets. That A-bomb is doing quite a lot of number. That's going to be Necrotic stacked up pretty high for one. This could be a bad situation. Number wall. Try to summon a Tyrant. One more hand to go down to follow. Maybe the Tyrant will be enough. One's health is really in a bad situation. But Poseidon, you're just getting pounded by this Tyrant back to back as more pets are approaching. Just completely pounded over and over. Death is going to go for a death pack just to get himself a little bit extra health. One is completely necrotic now, getting gripped on stun. Trinkets out of it. Does he have a horror effect to follow? Cyclotronic Blast coming out onto Poseidon as he's stunned. Poseidon doesn't have a way to heal himself as portion of his health is necrotic. Does get an interrupt onto one with Bioscoot Bombers, and one could be going down here. Does he have a horror effect to follow? He does not. And Poseidon does take out one. That could have been a big old 1v5. Next is going to be Bad Addon up next. With an AMS to follow for Poseidon, expecting the Hodge out of Bad Addon. Obviously, the baddest Bad Addon is going to get himself eye for an eye. It's going to be Hodge coming down. Does have adaptation? Wait. That might be perfect because he actually just got out of the trick and immediately Bad Addon is going to go for a little bit of a Shield of Vengeance, but Poseidon doesn't have a lot of health. He might get split but as a pet. Poseidon needs to go for a heal right now. Why he's got it is going to get stunned to Bad Addon from a distance, barely any health, and claps him out in the single Templars. One. What was the damage out of? Is that just Tyrant damage? Sometimes he just got some random moments of damage and I just didn't understand where from. Is that their random Tyrant summons? That's a lot of Tyrant damage. I mean, the numbers don't show up properly here, but he also does have Leviathan Chump. Wait, what, really? Demon Bolt is doing quite a number. Demon Fire is doing quite a number. And a lot of pet damage. A lot of imp damage, that's for sure. Is he also still running Oblivion? If he's still running Oblivion Spear, I think that might be it. Either way, let's get another one going, boys. Let's get another one going. Well, we got your group. Let's get your group up and running next. 38, 39. Perfect. We almost got the 40, boys. Let's go for the 40. Why is it on my damage meter? Now look at my damage. What is? Soul Link. Where does the damage come from? Oh, Soul Link is so a Warlock. That's a Demonology Warlock. He has Soul Link to his demon, so his demon absorbs a portion of the Warlock's damages into his health. So it's almost like a passive damage reduction. It's like a 20%, I think, or something like that. No, we need a 20 versus 20 1v1 duel. I hate my 20. I need my 1 versus 20 win. Yo, Athaman, I would have no problems against it if we got 2 groups of 20 for 20 versus 20 1v1 duels. If you die, stay dead in Alterac Valley Crater, I would have no problem against it. People would just basically have to figure out the order, in which order they go. Something's my only is on my damage meter. Oh, I don't see it. I think it's something the details doing weird. Details a little bit weird within arena sometimes. Lucra got a group? Alright. I don't know. Let's get Will in there first and Lucron. Get those boys in there. Cool. And we can get a boom in there. He got all the full warlock triage, dude. He got the coven with him. He got the warlock coven. Steven, my man, I haven't seen you in a while. My man! $20? You kidding me, my dude? Get in one? Oh my god. Can we get a hashtag Steven in chat? Joe, appreciation for the wonderful dono, my man. You serious? You want me to try one? I haven't done one in a long while. It feels like. Yo, can we get a hashtag Steven in chat showing appreciation for the wonderful donation? My man, appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My man. Hashtag Steven boys showing appreciation. 20 bones, my dude. Get in one of those? Alright, maybe I will, man. Maybe I will. Hold on. Maybe I will. Let's see how these duels go. Let's see how these duels go. I want to give everybody a chance to play, man. I want to give everybody a chance to play first. Thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate you. 20 people trying to figure out what to do. I think, yeah, that'll be tough. Switch. What do we got this time? We got ourselves Garber. Hopefully, we'll actually get to play. Try to play that Arms Warrior. Yo. Is it going to be Will? Will is going to be going up first. Do you guys want to give Garber a chance to go first, maybe, before dampening kicks in? Not Will. You might want to talk with your team. Peachy hanging out. He's just a tree. Circe. And Rowdy. Oh my god, I haven't seen that guy in a bit. Twisted is getting school downs rolling right now. Does have a pet up and running. It's going to be scattershot right now onto Not Will. And is going to get rapid fire rolling to follow though. Trying to disengage out of that. Will is going to roll right after him. It's going to try to get some damage going. Lexu coming out. Twisted is going to go for a chicken. Cyclone Blast coming out right now. Is that going to be Charles Shell? Did he Charles Shell early enough to avoid the damage? I don't think he did. On Team Twisted is also going to be Lucron. We got ourselves Decapitator. We got ourselves Seavark. And we got ourselves Cricket. That's going to be Twisted back in there. Does get him for a higher amount of torrent charge onto Not Will, who's just going to roll back to him. Is going to get himself Diffuse Magic rolling right now. That's going to be Twisted just trying to see if he can cut him around. Scattershot coming out is going to get an aim shot rolling. Should be a pretty big hit in the opener. It is. It's going to be a shadow meld by Not Will in the opener. And Twisted does go for a flare right now. Touch of Death coming down. Won't have a defensive for it. No Troll Shell. If he feigns death at the very end of it, he avoids the damage though. Still took the damage, but it's going to disengage as soon as he gets rooted with a rapid fight to follow. Not Will is just chasing after him. Blood of the enemy coming out for Twisted right now. Does get a short knockout to Not Will, who does miss that Whirling Dragon Punch. So Twisted just trying to make as much damage work right now during that short blood of the enemy. But Not Will is going to have that range damage and advantage. He's going to have the mobility. Twisted needs to go off of traps or something. I think he needs to go off of freezing traps. It's going to disengage away from Not Will with an aim shot to follow. It's going to blast him. Did some damage, but not as much as he needed. Rapid fire right after. It's going to get a freezing trap to follow onto Not Will with a sniper shot. Going to be a sizable 20% of his health. But an in-cap is going to put him in a bad spot. Next sweep could be the end of Twisted, as Not Will is just trying to approach him, get it slowed down every time he gets a chance to get anyone near him. It's going to be Ring of Peace just to try to get him out of the Twisted. Still starting to kite, tried to run. Rapid fire coming out. That's going to be a big board for Will. He's right in front of him. Fist of Fury. Meeting the Fist of Fury right in front. Very unlucky. Very, very unlucky. Haven't seen you in one of these in a couple months unless I miss it. I have not been in one of these, Steven. I have not been in one of these. I've been letting all these amazing boys and girls play. I've been letting them all play. Whirling Dragon Punch to follow for Not Will as he's trying to clap down Seavark. Lots of damage coming out. Big damage. Good thing he has a safety trick, and that's going to be advantage. Reset for Seavark immediately. Playing that sub rogue too. We haven't seen sub in quite a bit, man. It's been a sass and a bit of outlaw. This man got the daggers and everything. He's going to try to see if he can get a setup onto Not Will. Evasion coming up pretty early. That's going to be Kid the shot onto the Cyclotronic Trinket. Trinket out of Will with a comment to follow. Try to get a Cyclotronic Trinket, but that's going to be a blind as an answer for Seavark. Steven, my man, we missed you, my guy. We missed you, my dude. We started raiding again, by the way. We stream our raids. You're more than welcome to catch those. I remember you used to watch a lot of those, man. So just letting you know, most of the raids are going to be as VODs as well. There's going to be a sap onto Not Will right now in the opener. Seavark is just going to get a Night Blade, trying to go for a kidney shot right after. Could that be a lot of damage right here? Getting the Eviscerates back to back. Needs them to crit. Not enough. Got him to about half health, but needs to reset right after. I don't think he even followed up with an Eviscerate at the end. The Smoke Bomb coming out just to create a bit more line of sight. Trying to catch a reset. Not Will is not going to let that happen. And Seawork is just gonna have to keep running. Has Shadow Blades rolling after that burst. Fist of Fury coming out is gonna get himself a concoction rolling. That's gonna be Cyclotronic Tricky getting interrupted. Not Will. Maybe could go for setup. Shortest kidney in the world. As Seawork trying to go for a setup. Trick inside of it. Gonna be Ring of Peace for Not Will. As Seawork does get to sneak out of there. That's no trick for Seawork anymore. If Not Will can catch him in a full leg sweep, Fist of Fury, wombo combo. Try to catch him in a Fist of Fury. Not gonna happen. That's gonna be Shadow Step by Seawork as he's continuing to run from Not Will. This is catch him in a reset somehow. And get him low while he's a low health. Not Will. Try to go for heals. If Seawork can somehow catch up. Looks like Will is gonna recover a lot of his health. Most of his health. But for Seawork, this opener is gonna be very difficult. Needs to get him low. Reset on him while they're low, and then continue pumping damage into them while they're low. Gonna be a full kidney shot, trying to get those eviscerates. Got him to about half health. Cheap shot again, doesn't follow up with an eviscerate to follow though. Just waiting to get common points ready at first, I guess. Gonna be Fist of Fury for Not Will. Shadow Step for Seawork as he's trying to avoid it. Leg sweep coming out. Could that be the big damage right now? Does Not Will have enough focus? Azeroth beam onto Seawork right now. That's gonna vanish out of that safe. She does keep him alive. You see, get a sap on Not Will immediately while he's low. If he can, oh, he does catch it. See, Not Will has a tricky coming up though. So Seawork needs to be aware. Might want to go for cheap shots. Just so you can get him back to back. If Not Will trick any one of them, this would be bad. He's going to trick it out of the kidney immediately. Going to be a blind. Oh, Seawork could actually just completely reset. No, wait. That sap is going to be so DR'd. It is DR. Not Will is going to get a heal or two. Does get himself a Ring of Peace early. That's going to be a reset. For Seawork, this is going to be tough, man. He needs to go again. Oh, that's going to be Dragon Kick that actually gets him out in the open. Not Will is going to get images up and running. Fist of Fury rolling out as Seawork does pre-evasion this. And it's going to try to get a setup right now onto Not Will. Not Will does have a Karma though. Kidney shot coming out. Maybe that's a lot of damage. Seawork is just trying to make as much of this damage work. Big eviscerates back to back and get him to about half health by himself. But not enough. He got him to 25% health. But can't finish him off. But it's going to be a nice back massage by Will. For Seawork with a leg sweep. Cyclotronic Blast Striker to follow. Does interrupt it immediately. Karma afterwards and Not Will. Just wants to maximize the damage here. Seawork is actually going to Shadow Step past him. Maybe another Shadow Step. No, Shadow Step's actually a 2. Decapitator. I'm a little bit sketchy on that Shadow Step. Maybe too much mobility there. But he does try to get away, and Seawork is not able to get a full reset. Gonna be a touch of death. Is this where he's gonna get a go big damage? Oh no, Sage coming over Not Will. Actually keeping him alive. Seawork is continuing to pump damage. Super low from that touch of death. Not Will could end them right now if he wanted to. Just need to tag him. And Seawork does land a sap while he's kind of low. If Seawork can go for another reset here. Sorry, boys. If he can go for a setup right here. Shadow Strike coming out. No! He doesn't drop them when it counts for Sphere to fall. Does he get a stun? He has a mark for us ready. Kidney shot coming out. Is that could be it? Seawork is going for it. Big eviscerates right now. And he does get it. He does get it set up. And Garibert doesn't want to let him go anywhere. Hits him with a big old Mortal Strike just now. Or Colossus Match. But that's still going to be a pretty big bleed on Seawork. Big lead for Garibert. As an arms warrior, doesn't want to give Seawork a way out of this. Wants to end them right now. He's able to get a couple auto attacks through the pillar. If he can catch up to Seawork right now and execute him, this will be it. Blind comes in, it's a trick, and he does trick and stun on Seawork. He's an arms warrior, want to make sure he could take out Seawork. Wait, Seawork actually just dead meat. Oh, come on, why would you flag of ownership? You played super well. You're kidding me? Garibert might just have to get flag of ownership by a Decapitator as he gets hit with a Storm Ball right now. Just someone to Decapitator. Garibert is going to go for a combatant stance for just a moment. Playing that Arms Warrior. Can he make a play? He's going to go for a Crucible Flame for self-heal / damage. Just trying to do what he can in order to maintain himself. He's actually getting quite a bit of damage on Decapitator. Going to pop into a defensive stance since he doesn't have a way to stop Decapitator for a second. It is going to be a trinket out of Decapitator as Garibert does get a parry. Cyclotronic Blast coming out. Does he tag it? He does tag it from so far away. That's almost enough damage. Decapitator does burn a Warlock Hellstone. Almost died to that thing, and it's going to be his big Enrage Regeneration. Does get a hit with the fear, but needs to get another Bloodthirst in there. Garibert's going to be behind without a parry. Commanding shot coming out right now. Needs to get himself as much healing as he can. Is going to be able to get a Warbreaker in there onto Decapitator. Needs to get the bleeds rolling. Needs to get the bleeds and slows for the Fury. Does disarming him. And it's going to go for Blaze Storm. Commanding Shout wearing off. Safety Trigger popping in. Doesn't have a way to heal. Could be that Execute right here. He actually does snag that Execute. Let this man play. Let Garibert play. Peachy and Lucron, if you let him play, walk up to Peachy and Shroudy, point to them. If Lucron is okay with it, they could heal him. If Lucron's okay. If Lucron chooses. It's Lucron's choice. Lucron's choice. Lucron's choice. If Lucron is okay with the druid, you don't heal him unless Lucron says it's okay. Nope. No, no, no. Nope. Hup. Lucron decides this. If Lucron wants this to be like, okay, whatever health you got is whatever we play with, that's how these duels normally go. But if Lucron is okay with him playing at full health, Lucron walk up to the druid, point at them. And if he doesn't, Garber has to deal with what he's got. Garber has to deal with what he's got. Lucron's just waiting out for the boy. Dude, I think you should let him play though. I think you should let him get a full heal. It's up to Lucron. If Lucron walks up to one of the druids on Garber's team and points at him, /point, then those druid can heal him. If not, then it's up to Garber to get all these healing back up. So Lucron, if you want him to get fully healed up. Oh, he pointed. Garber, go get healed. Go get healed. Whoever's the druid he pointed, heal him. Heal him right now. He did it. That's all I care about. It's a 5v5 1v1 duel. You can't get healed in between the games unless somebody allows you. We gotta have some integrity. Shrouded Roddy making a play right now. He's like, yo, let me get you a heal, buddy. I got you a heal, my man. He got him a regrowth too. Like a sort of rejuve. The heart from regrowth is so minuscule, it's fine. Look at getting opened up by Garber as he gets a charge in. Trying to see, did he also, he just missed his interrupt. But it's gonna go for big damage right now. Avatar trying to make a play versus Lucron. And it's gonna be Wall. Well, Lucron trying to get this cast off. Shadow Bolt coming out. It's going to be Fear onto Garber. Doesn't have Zerka's Rage out of that. Doesn't have parry for 30 more seconds. That's going to be a Stormbolt onto Lucron. Trick it out of it. Lucron is actually going to trick it out of the Stormbolt as well. That's going to be Horror Effect onto Garber. That's going to be a massive Tyrant. Does get next to the Tyrant. Does he fear it? Did he fear the Tyrant? I feel like he actually did fear the Tyrant. Cyclotaric Blast trying to come out. Looks like Lucron interrupted the cast, not the channel of it. And looks like Garber just interrupted the Tyrant, just trying to mitigate the damage of that Tyrant. Cyclotaric Blast coming out. Trinkets it. Oh, reflected back into himself. No! Garber! Oh, no. Lucron played him like a fiddle just now. Shadow Fury, oh, stop it and open a by Feral with that clutch. Shadow Fury doesn't stop the cast in between. Skull Bash blocked out of shot. Dude, Shadow Roddy just got every cast out of him, man. He got Stormbolt, he got stunned in the opener. He missed his kick on that Fear, and Lucron has a setup. Thorns are up. Yeah, what's Lucron gonna do? Stab the cat. Gonna be Horror Effect onto Shrouded Rowdy as Lucron's trying to get himself more setups. Another Fear coming out. Gonna be more Shadow Bolts. So that's actually gonna be tricking out of Shrouded Rowdy. Was that a good choice? It could be a stun by the pets and a one-shot by Lucron. Doesn't have a Tyrant for quite a bit, but Shrouded is not doing quite good anymore. It's a lot of pets doing quite a lot of damage to him. All the Sims are pumping him full of numbers. Has a wall, double wall if he needs to. Is gonna go for Incarn, and Lucron needs to be aware of his Bash coming out right now. And Shroudy is gonna just bail out of it immediately. Does get himself a re-stealth, I think, with a Shadow Meld. Used to go for regrowth ASAP. Lucron needs to get himself a heal as well. He's just going to mount up trying to catch up to Shroudy while he's got it. Did it get him dotted? Did it get him hit? I think he got him hit with something. That's going to be the pet charging and not going to let him re-stealth. Regrowths are coming out. Has a silence too. Not going to let Shroudy heal. Shroudy is going to try to run out of the 11 minutes in. Almost 12 minutes in, boys. 41% dampening. Pre-walling this damage. And Lucron is going to get him out of there ASAP. Big shark attacks, man. It's Shark Week, boys! It's Shark Week! Gonna be a Fear out of Lucron onto Shroudy. Doesn't have Skull Bash for it. No ticket for still another minute. It's gonna be Fear. Might be a good pathing for Shroudy. Not really. That Shark attack. Woo! Swooping in, man. Doing quite a lot of damage, too. Try to get himself... Oh, another Shark. Oh, these Sharks, man. Shroudy just trying to get himself a setup with Lucron. Still playing very defensively. Lucron does get to drain life on the boy. Is gonna be able to get some healing off it. But Shroudy so far has been hanging out on the far side of the arena. And low on health. Actually, whoa, what is a stun with a trident? Oh my goodness. And down he goes. Lucron taking him out without a Tyrant. Who is next? Lucron given the opportunity to get a look how little he heal. Oh, he does get a heal. Oh, it does. It's like a delay. It's like over time. The imps are attacking Peachy already. Peachy is like, run away. I'm a tree and fire is bad. He's getting flashbacks of Sylvanas all over again, man. It's like, no, not the demons, not the fiery flames. Ceres is in stealth. It looks like it is going to be Peachy versus Lucron. Can Lucron catch another Feral with that Shadow Fury? Not going to happen as Peachy is going to approach him. Getting the cooldowns rolling off the bat onto Lucron. It's going to be Fear check out for Lucron. Not going to happen. Going to be re-stunned by Lucron. Trinkets out of that stun by Peachy with a Horror Effect to follow with a Fear right after. Is going to go for Drain Life since he sees his pet getting completely CC'd. So Peachy is looking for a reset anyway. But without a trinket for Lucron, this could be really bad. Does still have pet on top of Peachy. Peach is gonna get in there, Skull Bash and Lucron on that fear. Does lock him out of shadow spells where Lucron is gonna get himself a Tyrant. Random Tyrant summon actually. Bashed by Peachy as he's trying to get damage into Lucron while it comes in for the Warlock as he's trying to save off the damage. Stun into Peachy, trick inside of it. Second stun to follow with an actual Tyrant this time. Peachy is gonna wall this damage to try to survive as much as he can. Does get a Skull Bash to Lucron. That Tyrant is actually clapping his cheeks though right now. That's gonna be another hand to go down. Peachy is safe to chicken roll down right now. Lucron barely has any health. Short stun and a big bite, and that's gonna be Cricket. Last man left as a survival hunter trying to walk up onto Peachy. Is gonna get those attacks as a you can't really call him. Like, I was gonna say, why did I say attacks? You know why? Because he's a survival hunter with a bow. For some reason, he really wants to play survival hunter with a bow and play a range build. Is Peachy... Are they done? I think Peachy's just kind of letting him. Or DC'd. Look, he's actually a survival hunter with a bow. Like, he's auto-attacking him with a bow. I think Peachy got DC'd. Well, if Peachy is DC'd, then you could duel Circe. Or... yeah, you could duel Circe. Let Peachy come back. Or end Peachy. That could work too. We gotta move on to the next game. Well, hopefully Peachy will be back. It's gonna be instant freezing trap onto Circe. Circe actually had a little bit of a run-in with Cricket before. It's gonna throw in those grenades, wraps to follow. Nets and traps and all that stuff to root. Should probably be running Steel Trap against a Rogue as well. That's another route that you will be able to use. This throwing grenades at Circe is just running at Cricket. Is actually going to use what looked like his Dwarven, his Gnomish Racial to get out of a biting shot. If Cricket has this the Cyclotron Chicken, they can actually get a big lineup. Going to be a kitted shot onto Cricket. I think they might be dead with that Madigan stacked up. Cricket won't be able to get any kind of healing off of those Vanish Cheap Shot. I think it's going to be it. That was a little bit of a weird duel, huh? So who got a lot of kills? Actually, Lucron and Garber. I want to see Garber play again, man. He did. Like, Garber had like one clean game, I would say, because against Seabark, he caught him off guard. That's for certain. Got 5 and got 1 back. He's an Affy boy. Alrighty, we'll do one more. We'll do one more, boys. All right. Uno mas. Dude, these duels have been so long today and yesterday. Some of the longer duels. They had only a couple short duels on EU. So many long ones, man. Y'all like your duels, huh? 63% dampening, yeah, it's tough. If you get these duels were a little bit faster, then yeah, it wouldn't be like as much. That's not normal sharks, this is demonic sharks. That's not like the well, music, please, come on, why are you doing my? I want to listen. My music stops sometimes. It's like, are you still listening? It's like, yes. Hello? I got Boom's group. Who's got a group as well? Can you read my messages as before? I don't see them. What was your messages about? If you guys want to actually send me like a long, there's a good chance there was a long message somewhere in chat and I couldn't read the whole thing because I was doing duels. If y'all want to contact me, the easiest way is to join our Discord down in the description below, boys. And get in it, man. I'm a little pally, short and stout. Here is my hammer, here's my free epic mount. Whenever I see a horde, you'll see me shout. Watch me bubble and hearth out. I like that. We're gonna get Seavark versus Boom. Let's get those boys going. Seavark and Boom. Let's get these boys going here. I like how we got so many alliance in these. I like them. What's the best class for a beginner? Daphstone? I'll probably say like a hunter. Probably, or druid. Hunters and druids are really good classes for beginners. A lot of fun. Human hunter? That's another good one. That's another good one. That's another good one. Any more for alliance? There we go. You in a minute? Sure. Good. Sure thing. I can wait. Can you use premier groups to get mythic raids? Can you use premier groups to get into mythic raids? I don't know what you mean. Triple Verdict does 150k per hit. What? Roman Gaming, your last video about PAL burst damage. I have the same build as that PAL. All you do is go full mastery and crit. I got 25 mastery and 20% crit of Azeroth. Good for you. Can I request a 1v1 against Lucron? Garber, you can if you want to. I'll be down. We haven't... Like what? Fury Warrior, Arms Warrior, you want to play both specs? Either way, man. Fuck, dude, this is gonna fuck me up. Dude, if y'all want to go Warrior versus Warlock 1v1, I'll be down. If you want to play the Arms and you think you could beat him as Arms, oh, that would be so juicy to watch. So by now, the multicolored warlock that I'm really easy to read after the first couple of fights. Maybe they were just being, look around, maybe they were just being rude. Maybe they were just being a very rude boy. Or maybe they were super experienced. US, alright, trying again. Gonna get Seavark and boom. Seavark trying out Frost, boys, let's go. Arms, alright. I like the steaks, Garber. I like those steaks. Those are some medium rare prime steaks right there, dude. I like it. Also, haven't seen this arena in a while. We got everybody here already. Didn't even have to waste any time. I love it, boys. I love it. Let's get another one going. Switch. We got ourselves a lot of boys in here. Team Blue's got our Cinnabon. Oh, go ahead, Carter. This is Cinnabon. You know why I couldn't see Cinnabon? When I zoom in, the clock at the top covers the name. For some reason I thought it was Cinnabon. But that's Cinnabon. We got Cinnabon. We got ourselves Savvy in here. We got ourselves Dave. My boy, Dave, where you been? We got Seawork in here hanging out. I think he's trying to look up Cinnabon's skirt or something. Playing the Frost, though. Wait, skirt? More like a shorts? Can you even see anything? I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. We gotta check out Team Red. We got ourselves Backstab in here. I wonder if he's gonna be an Assassination Rogue. We got Boomasaur. We got us Warlock. We got us one. We got 2 Warlock, 3. We got Saragars here. We got the Coven of Warlocks playing Affliction. Playing Affliction. Playing Affliction? Question mark? If you were Affliction here too, that'd be awesome, dude. The Coven. All 3 of them Affliction, dude. They're just gonna spread the disease across them. Yo, boom. If you could actually switch specs in between arena, just one switch, that would be awesome. Seawork is getting out there, getting those frostbolts up a little bit early. As Buckchuck is trying to go for some damage. He's gonna go to UA, stack it up, and Seawork is gonna try to blink out of the pop. Won't be able to get this UA stacked up on Seawork. Try to get one more UA, and Seawork is just gonna bail out of it. That was his huge haze buff right now. Trying to get all these spells out ASAP. Gonna get a horror effect on the Seawork with a drain life. And it's actually got himself quite a bit of healing from that one. What was that? That healing though. Actually got back a lot of the health. So that's gonna be Seawork dropping down AoE Blizzard onto Lock Poppin with your waves coming out. Is gonna get an interrupt on him. As he gets a couple casts on him, is gonna be an interrupt by Pop Block and dropping onto that Cyclotronic Blast. And Seawork trying to get more of those frostbolts in there. Pop Block, and it's gonna pop his own Warlock Hellstone. Is going to try to drop Seawork. Seawork is going to bail behind, get that shield rolling. One of the advantages of playing a Frost Mage is that shield is actually quite massive for Frost. It's actually quite beefy. That's going to be Locket. Pop Locket is going to be drain life and from anything and everyone he can. If he does have a playstyle where he can increase the damage of drain life as well as the healing for it, because the healing is based on the damage that you do, then dotting of the pet is going to be huge for the guy. Does he have the pet dotted? Doesn't look like he does. He probably should have the pet dotted. Seawork is just trying to get whatever cast in there. He's getting those flurries, getting those instas in there. That's going to pop like a drop and getting that. Oh, gonna go for that reflect. Is going to go for the horror effect on the Seawork with a bit of damage and healing. That's going to be a silence by Seawork. That's going to be pop block and can't really heal himself. Is going to go for a little bit of a teleport right now. Does get to port out, but still low on health. Seawork looking to finish him off right now with a bit of a setup. Is going to go for Shatter Procs. And Locket does go down. Boomasaur. And one, both, what? Are they both trying to make... What are they doing? I don't understand what they're doing. I think they're trying to make the Coven here. They're trying to make the Warlock hideout right now, dude. They're taking over the arena already. See, we're getting opened up by Saragar. It's going to be Frost Death Knight versus Frost Mage. Is going to try to get the slow versus slow. Going to be a root onto Saragars for a second. Doesn't have a grip to catch up to Seawark. But it's going to have to catch up. It's going to be slow winter. It's going to be frosty winter today, boys. Frosty winter. Resummoning the water LA for Seawark, or at least trying to get a new one summoned up. Did he get one? He did get one up. It's going to be AMS for Saragars. He's just trying not to get slowed by Seawark. Playing a Frostic, and you should make sure Chain of Ice is on Seawark at all times, so you can actually catch up to him. Otherwise, he just got blinks. And Saragars just continuing to pound damage into Seawark, actually getting quite a bit. Seawark trying to get some damage to shatter back onto Saragars, getting that transfusion rolling. Could maybe go for an interrupt, and Seawark does go for a grip. Needs to make sure Chain of Ice is there, throwing in snowballs, and it's gonna go for a big old Frosty Breath. Popped a Mentax in there, man. Popped a Mentat. Was it Mentat? Mentax? Or am I thinking like the Fallout Mentax? Maybe I'm thinking of Fallout thing. If y'all played Fallout, they have like different drugs or different like consumables. Maybe I'm thinking of another thing, actually. But that's going to be both of them getting mounted up. Sargas actually has quite an advantage over Seawork, at least on health. Seawork does get a pretty big shield. That's going to get a Blizzard rolling. Does get interrupted on Frost. That's going to be Cyclotronic Blast for Seawork, trying to get some big damage on the Sargas. Freebie damage. That's going to be going for AMS, as he does try to go for a setup with a freeze to shatter a bunch of abilities together. Seawork looking for more shatters. Is going to get another root on Sargas right next to a Frozen Orb, doing quite a bit of damage. More snowballs coming in for Sargas, but Seawork doesn't give a snowball's chance to Sargas. Going to be a death pact right now for Sargas. Trying to stay on Seawork. That's going to be more freezes, more roots. Finally gets to attack Seawork some more. Needs to maintain the dot. Needs to maintain Chain of Ice. Needs to get the big damage rolling. Seawork with that shield, keeping himself afloat whenever he has it. That's going to be more transfusions for Sargas to maintain his health. Just actually, Seawork is eating through the death pack so quick. As a blink comes in, going to be instant grip out of Sargas. Seawork saved the trick and getting procced in right now. Is going to keep him afloat for just a little bit longer. More Chain of Ice are going to slow him down some more. Has one more Ice Block available, but Sargas just unstoppable. Making Frost work here as best as possible. Try to set Seawork with the damage over time. That's going to be another shield into a Sonar. Seawork does get to freeze a root Sargas for a second. Another snowball comes in. Maybe another grip comes in by Sargas. Barely any health left from Seawork. Might Ice Block. It does Ice Block and looks to the Frost Death. It's just a little bit ahead of Seawork. Is going to grip in the pet and just try to get some resources from the pet at this point. But no more aim. Oh, slammed him into ice. Sargas taking Seawork out. Frost Mage never been that great of a spec for duels anyway. But a Frost DK beating a Frost Mage. Very interesting choice. Carter is going to land the opener onto Sargas. He's going to meet his maker here because it's going to be quite a bit of damage. Thorns coming out for Carter right now. Sargas needs to watch out for those. Doesn't have AMS to deal with it, but it's going to go for that Lichborn. Is going to get a grip onto Carter with a stun. Can he get some big damage rolling? Trying to get a big minty breath rolling right now. And it's going to go for transfusion. That's the problem with a breath build. You don't get the transfusion to roll off of. It's going to send a bit of a dragon rolling as well. Carter looking for a bit of a reset. Does he get a good one? Does get a setup. And Sargas' cooldown's rolling for damage. Just can't quite catch up to a Feral. Carter is trying to avoid him as best as possible and try to keep the bleeds rolling. Big bite on Sargas is going to run out and let him bleed. Let the boy bleed. Does get hit with a DZ for a second, but that's going to be so much dot damage to Sargas, man. Unless he can get a transfusion, I think he's done. Deathpack comes in, saving the day for a last moment. Does have Lichborn in case Carter does get the reopener. One thing Sargas does get to do is he puts a long dot onto Carter. And that could be enough to maybe, oh, Warlock Hustle comes in, but he gets burned in that death pack. Does have transfusion. Maybe he can get some kind of a heal going, but needs to go for as much damage as possible. Trying to get a setup. That's going to be Thorns. Doesn't have AMS for it. Sargas could be meeting his maker. Lichborn staving off the damage. Maybe a grip for him. Nope. He's going to walk in the other direction. That probably wasn't a good idea. They need to be next to the Feral at all times to be able to do damage to him and heal off him. Another opener. Big bite for Carter, and down he goes. Looks like it's going to be one up next as an Affliction, setting up a Demonic Gateway. We're going to try to see if he can get the pet over there at Carter to get the seduction going. Is he going to go for it? He's actually just going to get some dots rolling. Playing that on Affliction right now. It's going to be still 4 people that he can get through. And Carter does get an interrupt onto 1 right now. 1 does he have him fully dotted up. Trying to get a Cyclotronic Blast going. Looks like it's not going to happen. Looks like it is going to be Guardian of Azeroth joining 1. Is going to pump out some damage on him. This going to get a pet Cyclone. That's the Guardian slapping Carter. That's going to be like 5% more damage for 1 right now. Getting hit with the Skull Bash yet again into Cyclotronic Blast. Bash comes in by Carter. Focus Azeroth Beam to fall. It doesn't have an interrupt. It's going to not even pre-wall it. Uways. It's going to be Fear, and Uways get stacked up onto Carter. Could be the end of him right now. Does he have a wall to follow? Does have a wall. Is trying to heal through his as much as possible. Regrowths are coming out, and that's going to be 1 prolonging his dots with the Dark Glare for Carter. This is going to be quite a lot of damage. Might have to start popping wall right now. His health is super low. Pop wall, boy. I know you're doing damage to him. He's going to try to see if he can stitch up Dark Glare. The health is just not looking good. Pop wall right now. You have 2 of those. Use him, boy. Use him. You have to. Is he not going to use wall? Super low and health barely survives the turn with a Swift Man. Just please press wall, Carter. Please press wall. Going back in the cat room, gets an opener onto 1 wall finally. Now I can sleep safely, man. Now I can sleep soundly. 7 minutes in, though. 18% dampening, stacking up and going higher and higher and higher. Carter's still doing pretty bad. Those dots are proccing a lot of these other trinkets that 1 is running. That's where most of that damage is going to be for Carter, is those dots are just proccing damage. Free damage for 1. Free range damage procs. Does get a regrowth, trying to catch himself a reset, and 1 is still chasing after the guy. is going to get the pet over on one side. Maybe he can get the pet seduction going. Continuing the dots. That's going to be bashed into one. Does Carter have anything to follow? One just needs to reset up his dots. That's going to be another stun onto one. Does get a drain life rolling, so he's going to be able to get quite a heal. And Carter does wall this right here. Cyclone coming out onto the pet. And focus Azeroth beam for one, but he's actually not going to be able to get hit by it. It doesn't go through walls like that. I mean, it looks like he does. That's going to be shot if you around the corner. Carter does catch a reset, it looks like. He actually got a reset. I'm actually surprised. He waited all that time. Maybe he might be able to come back here. One did try to unload all the big damage on him, but the damage is predictable. That's going to be an opener onto the Warlock. Cardigan hoarded out. No trinket available into a fear to follow. One is going to be able to get all the dots up and running. Maybe a bunch of UAs. Haunt, maybe a UA or two. He's going to go for a lot of haste right now. Stacking UAs. 2 UAs right now onto Cardi. He's going to go for a bit of a dispel onto Agony. But still, the other dots are going to do quite a bit of damage. The UAs are going to hurt. Does he also have the unending UA, where the UA, after you put it up on an enemy, you have a debuff that makes enemies take 10% more damage? Because that'd be huge. I think it's definitely worth running for Affliction. I don't know if that's still in the meta right now. I haven't seen Affliction in PvP whatsoever. Drain life to follow. 4-1 right now. And Carter's just trying to buy himself some time right now. Just trying to wait this out a little bit. Do what he can. One thing he doesn't have. Get it? One thing he doesn't have is mobility to catch up to a Feral. There's just no way he can do it. But that Guardian of Azeroth might be able to do something. Core effect onto Carter. Does wall and trinket this. Going to be a skull bash into one. But that Guardian is going to do some slapping. Cyclotronic Blast does get to connect. He does finally get to catch the Feral and trap him. And gets him. Next up is going to be Savvy, trying to see if he can make a play. Going to be Reflect for one immediately. In case Savvy does go for a Hodge, there's going to be lots of slows. There's going to be Hand of Freedom with UAs, though. Haunt and UAs are going to be loaded up for Savvy. Going to be a Hodge onto one. Does get a wall rolling. It's going to be more. It's going to be a bubble out of Savvy right now. With a Warlock Gateway 4-1. And Savvy is just going to continue the damage. Just going to keep trucking him. Bailing out for a second. Ooh, Succubus CC comes in. A clutch. One might be able to get a couple horror effects and get a CC rolling. Reset up. The Dark Layer is going to do some damage. Looks like that was a Death Coil or Death Bolt for one. Just to get a Death Coil though. There it goes. Might be able to get himself some healing. Just to land those dots and get those drains onto Savvy as much as he can. Shark him out of nowhere. Just swooping in on the guy. For one, this is going to be kind of a tough situation. As long as he can get the Sharks to proc and Savvy back there, he'll be fine. And he's actually going to go for a Fell Hunter so he can interrupt Savvy's cast. Oh no, he actually is going to go for a Succubus instead. There's that extra CC with the Succubus is super nice. Setting up a gateway so he can approach Savvy, but he can back up if he needs to. And Savvy is looking to get at him. That's going to be one able to read dot Savvy. 38% dampening. Savvy just needs to go in with a full blunder damage. One needs to get that Reflect Hodge. Hodge comes out, didn't have a Reflect for it. That's going to be Savvy getting the swings, but it's actually going to get CC'd. Trinkets out of that. It's going to be a horror effect, and Savvy is going to have Reflect available for one. Actually, that Reflect faded in the last moment. Shadow Fury coming out. One is trying to load up Savvy full of dust. Does he have anything else to follow? Lots of UAs, lots of shadow damage circling, and with the drain light to follow, Savvy could still fall apart right now, and Bob is the only thing he has left, and that's the only thing he's going to do is deal with the physical damage. More Sharks getting loaded up. I don't know. One could take the port right now. Savvy does take him out at last moment. Taking out a Warlock. Dude, I actually thought one had him there. Dots is still hurting Savvy, though. Whoever's the next guy better get in there, man. Backstab is going up. Okay. I'm just thinking of giving Savvy an honorable duel. Let's see how that works. Whoa, he has the Guardian? I know, right? Just pop the Guardian. If he has the Guardian at rank 3, however, then your random spikes from the Guardian, whether it's your spikes or the Guardian spikes, they'll do 5% more damage. Again, in the Guardian, every time the Guardian spikes, it builds up your haste. Maybe that's why one wants to go for a big haste setup. So your dots is super thick, super ticking. That's going to be Backstab getting a nice reopener. Is it going to be Cheap Shot? Is that a sub-rogue? I think that actually is a sub-rogue. So his name for Backstab actually fits. Gonna go for Lewis the Dream just to get a lot of energy off of Savvy. Gonna be a Hodge coming down as the Shield of Vengeance is up. Hopefully the dot doesn't pop too hard. Does pop, but he didn't have wings for it. And Savvy's going to pop a Trinket. It's going to go for a Execution Sentence. Backstab is going to vanish out of that with a Concoction. Savvy needs to go for a bit of a reset. Going to be another Cheap Shot. No, he is not a sub-rogue. He is an Assassination Rogue. Oh, why is your name Backstab? It should be Blindside. Bob coming out for Savvy, hoping to end on Rogue, and does take him out just like that. Backstab was hoping to get a big set up there. Didn't get to quite do it. And Boomstar is up next. I'm actually surprised Team Red just fell apart so fast. Who killed them all? Was that Carter that killed them all? I know that Seawork came in and he messed around a bit. Seawork still messing people up left and right. Actually, I don't think a grand haste until rank 3. Really? But what about the 5% more damage? Or is it rank 3 haste and damage? Maybe then he decided just to have an extra pet that he can use. Maybe just something different. I don't really know what's good for Affliction when it comes to essences, to be honest. Maybe Dark Glare could be really good, but hard to tell. It's gonna be Savvy getting dotted up in the opener. As Boom just trying to make sure he has max range. Savvy just kind of wants the pet to attack him, just building resources off of the pet, but he's waiting for a full reset here. No bubble for about a minute. Trinket available, Shield of Vengeance in 30 seconds, so maybe he's just waiting to go in when he has all cooldowns available. Hodge coming down to Boomstar, doesn't get a reflect, but that's going to be a pet succubus. You see, does he have a trinket for it? Looks like he doesn't, or he's saving his trinkets right now. That's going to be a fatty Casbell from Boomstar in the opener with an emulator to follow. Savvy getting that hand of freedom rolling right now. And Boom is going to send him away with a drain life. Savvy needs to build up a little bit of resources. Going to be Cataclysm up above. And Savvy just kind of looking to maybe get a bit of a reset. Flashlights are coming out. And Boomstar is walking up to the bad boy. As Savvy does get wings. Wants to engage with Boomstar. Was that full wings? That was a minute long wings. Boomstar is just going to get himself a new pet. New succubus. So for Savvy, I think he maybe want to get him big damage. Boomstar just backed up as soon as he saw anything. Boomstar could go for full horror setup. Savvy is just buying himself some time until he gets himself full bubble. Actually going to trick it out of the succubus CC into a horror effect to follow with a big old chaos bolt right now. He's going to get a Shield of Vengeance. Popping the Shield of Vengeance very early. Stun up. Has 18 seconds left on the bubble. If Savvy can survive for the bubble, he'll be fine. Boomstar just might have to push at Savvy, pop wall, and just pump him full of damage. This is going to get an Infernal rolling. Was that a random proc Infernal? Looks like it was a random proc Infernal. Fear onto Savvy. Get on the Scasbolt, back up and running. And Savvy is going to have a bubble for the next setup. He's running the strat where he just runs away and resets. I guess he's just trying to go for the win, man. I guess he really badly wants to win. Infernal's still there. Wait, was that a real Infernal? I think that must have been a real Infernal by Boom. Because looking back, I do see the 3-minute cooldown on his bar. Kind of hiding behind one's Warlock icon, but still. Bubble coming out for Savvy. Do not want Boom to get any kind of setup. That's going to be effect for Boomstar easily. And it's going to just Warlock gateway out of the Savvy. Pop cooldowns there too. Minute long wings. So he actually has the big wings if he needs to. Unless it was a real wings. Might have been real wings. I don't think it was. That's going to be a Hodge onto Boomstar with an executed sentence to follow. But Savvy is seduced. He wants to take out Boom. But he just can't with the Casbell flying shot of Fury to 4, a Cataclysm wombo combo. But he's just getting a big setup on the Savvy. Does get a cast real quickly on, burning through red shield with a Fury to follow and a couple incinerates to maybe end him. That's a random Infernal. That Infernal is a random Infernal. Is getting in a beating up Savvy. Is that going to be enough? The Savvy trying to get heals. 69% dampening. Not going to let it happen. And down he goes. Boomstar taking the pallet out. And Dave is rolling in. Dave is just rolling in there. Aura effect to send him out. Boomstar needs to play for health. He just needs to pop everything into Dave right now. And hope he can beat Cinnabon. Try to get a Casbolt up and running, but that's going to be interrupted by Dave immediately. Succubus CC comes in with an A-bomb. Can't fear the A-bomb though. Cannot fear the A-bomb. That was a mistake. Dave is going to get an Amos rolling. Lots of damage on a Boomstar. Can't do nothing. Try to get a Casbolt and does get one into Dave. But I think that's going to be it. Dave, just so much damage every time he plays. Nutty. That's very nutty, boys. Y'all want to go for one more? We done here. Because I got food. Rank 3 haste and damage. Really? They just backloaded that guy, huh? He just so backloaded. Maybe we'll just go for the extra pet. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty, boys. Are we doing one more or are we Dunsky? We got 5, mates. Look, I got 5. If we're doing more, we have 5. We'll also have 5. Maybe we could do Will and him. Uno más, por favor. Sí, señor. Sí, señor. What is that? 40, 41, 41. I think we're gonna get one more than EU. One more, boys. What's up, Alex? Hey, my man. Let me finish off my Dr. Pepper. I'll be good to go. Hey, Douches from Brazil. What's up, Samuel? I do, my man. I'll be having a good one. No bodge guys here, mate. What's up, Tsushima? How you doing, my man? I'll be having a good one, my guy. The fuck has happened to Retribution these days? They're still good. They literally one-shot people like Raid Boss. Yeah, they're really good right now. What's the SAP priority for Richard Pally? Well, if I know, you'll have to ask Athaman. I'd ask Athaman. He's the guy that duels all the time here. He knows Pally pretty well. He's got Will and Lucron 5. Let's go, boys. Let's go. One more. Uno mas. Is this year? I see y'all. It is NA. EU is Friday. 5-man lead. Hoplite? Oh, shit. Hilarious. We might have to join next time, man. I think this one might be our one and done. Do you have a second duel? Oh, no. We also have to get Garber versus Lucron. If Garber and Lucron are still here, we can have a 1v1. If Garber is still here, we could have him 1v1. Did you guys think it might come by work? I mean, 3 goes, but I haven't got to play till last time. Well, Garber's in this group. Just let Garber go first. Just let man play. Let Garber play. You down? If Lucron is down, dude, we can get a best out of 3. Arms Warrior versus. No, we'll do a 1v1 first. And if Garber feels like, you know what, I think I figured him out. Let's go again. We can make it a one and done if Garber's like, nah, I don't think I can do it. Or if Garber feels like, yo, I think I could do it. Give me another chance. We can make a best out of 3. I think that's how we'll do it. We're missing a guy on Team Red. Oh, it feels bad, man. Feels bad. But we got Team Blue set up. Switch. What do we got on Team Blue? We got ourselves Garber. I think he's going to be going up first. We got ourselves Not Will playing Monk in the back. We got Peachy. We got ourselves Circe. And we got Shroudy Rowdy. I like the Trident, my guy. Looks like Garber is going to be up first. Ooh, versus Lucron. Garber is going to be able to test himself against Lucron. What is it going to be like at the very start if they just go at the beginning? Garber brings an offering to Lucron. It's like, here you go, my leash. Lucron, you must accept the offering. He accepts it! He accepts the sacrifice! It's for you, Lucron. It's all yours, man. He's checking it out. Checking it for quality. Garber's like, oh, it's good. Trust me. I swear. It's good. What is that thing? Wait, hold on. What is that? It's like a little Elec. It's like a little Elec toy. Oh my god. We got a Team Red. We got ourselves Cricket as well. And Twisted. And Decapitator. Hopefully whoever is the last man on Team Red will get to join the duels here. So we actually have a 5v5. Big boy. What's up, AJ? I know my man. I'll be having a good one, my guy. We'll just give those boys the time to get together. What's that, Dimune? How do my man? Dimune X? I don't know how to say your name, man. Dimune? Is it Dimune? Maybe? And I had to get you the content, the fire game. Bye, chat. Appreciate it, C-Mark. Appreciate you, my man. I can't wait to edit that one. That was a lot of fun to watch. What is Arrowman's in this? Athoman? This Athaman. But I gotta give Athaman the lead, or I gotta give him a role for a champion so you guys can see him here when he's on live. It's gonna be Garber getting the Blaze Storm opener onto Lucron. Lucron is just still trying to get the fear in between. If it does get it, that's gonna be tricky out of Garber. Looks like Zerka's Rage got used a little bit early, so he actually chose to trinket the fear as he's just trying to truck damage. Quite a lot of damage to Lucron actually. Has him in that execute range. Lucron is gonna go get a horror going. If Garber can get the reflect on the horror, I think that'll be huge. That's going to be a stun to Garber, though. Summoning the Tyrant is a double stun. That's going to be Garber actually getting banged up by all the spells. Is going to get a fear. Second Tyrant join the fight. And Garber is going to go for a little bit of a commanding shot right now. Going to get himself a little bit of help. Lucron's trying to land more fears into Garber. That's Berserker Rage for this one. That's going to get himself a parry rolling with all the spells, but mostly that defensive. Lucron is in an execute right now, trying to see if he can get a fear. Not going to happen. Get interrupted. That's going to be executed by Garber. Oh my goodness. As Garber is going to get himself a bit of a heal with that Crucible Flame. It looks like Decapitator is just looking to decapitate Garber. Get it up close and personal. Garber is going to get himself a little bit of a heal. Getting disarmed right now. Defensive stance coming out. Maybe he can go for a disarm to Decapitate as well if he has it. He's going to get himself Sharpened Blades rolling, getting that heal reduction for Decapitate right now. Needs to survive the damage of a Fury Warrior if he wants to make it out of there. Getting close to the Execute Rage. Blaze Storm coming out. That's going to be Decapitated. Blaze Storming after him. Beyblading after. That's going to be charged onto Garber. That's going to be stunned. Garber could get executed right here. A little bit of damage left. That's going to be a massive execute by Decapitator. Not wasting any time. Landing an incap. That's going to be Decapitator. Zerka raging out of it. Touch of Death coming down for Not Will with that Azeroth beam. Trying to beam him down with a Cyclonic Blast. Actually reflecting that Cyclonic Blast. That's so good for Decapitator. Wherever he's at. I couldn't find him for a second. That's going to be a Fist of Fury to stop him for a moment. The Fear coming in for not well. As he's going to get himself a little bit of a charge. Add the Monkus Moonguard. Moonguard Monk with that Ring of Peace. Vivify is coming now. Decapitator just can't reach. That's going to Stormbolt. Going to be a Trinket out of Not Will. If Decapitator can get a Karma out of Not Will, he might be able to do something here. Going to be a Disarm, so he won't be able to Fist of Fury. But he will be able to use abilities. It's kind of weird that monks, if you disarm them, they can't Fist of Fury. Even though with Fist of Fury, what do they use as the weapons? Fists, right? I don't understand. Is it just me? Fist of Fury coming down for Not Will. It's going to land an in-cap on Decapitator around the corner. Might have to go for a bit of a defensive play right here. Is going to get himself commanding shot rolling, commanding the fight. Is going to go for a little bit of enrage regen right now while trying to get some damage back at Not Will. And Will is going to get him in a leg swoop. Will needs to get a setup with some of the meme beams. He wants to take this duel right here. Decapitator looking to back out of that Fist of Fury whenever he can. He needs to get those charge heals from Not Will. Karma coming out. Decapitator is going to Blaze Storm out of there. Actually, no. He's still trucking the damage into Not Will. Is going to get a disarm. But that Karma is actually just going to eliminate him. He needs to get himself heals back to back. Next Fist of Fury could be the end of the guy. Fist of Fury coming out. Does get a Stormbolt on it. Needs to get himself some more healing. Barely has any health. Needs to get another charge heal off of the Monkus. And I think he might go down there with the Whirling Dragon Punch. A Will took him out. Look at his split. Use weapons in Fist of Fury. So that's probably why. You're right, they do use the weapons in the Fist of Fury. Because they do hold the weapons. Because look, he like has the his fist right now. No, I guess normally they would use the weapons. They would use fist weapons in the Fist of Fury. But they look kind of awkward when they have like a sword or an axe or a mace in their hand and they're fisting while holding a sword, right? That's going to be Cricket taking out Will without the Karma. I looked away for a second and Cricket actually scored a kill. What the hell? Every time I'm watching Cricket, like, intensely, it just didn't pan out. But I'm not watching Will. Somehow it pans out. Now it's going to be Peachy up next. Cricket getting the opener with a couple grenades. Oh, Freezing Trap already around the corner. It's going to clear out whatever dots Cricket was setting up on the Peachy. And Peachy is just going to hang out with a pet. Build a couple calm points off of that. Get himself a regrowth. Has a rip available if he needs to. Hibernate coming out. Maybe he can catch a reset around the corner. Dots catch a reset with a Shadow Mill. Going to be an opener stun to Cricket. Getting the bleeds up and running in the opener. That's going to be another Freezing Trap to separate him. Actually, a full Freezing Trap with him advantage to recover from any of the damage. Cricket needs to go for a setup right now. Stun onto Peachy. It's going to be instant trick. Cyclotronic Blast coming out. It's going to be Skull Bash on the channel, not on the cast. The Cricket Cyclotronic Blast is out for now. And Cricket is going to get himself Exhilaration rolling as Thorns are up for Peachy. Throwing more grenades in there. It's going to be Binding Shot, forcing Peachy to power shift. He's not doing it. He's actually just going to get a root into the Cricket. Just staying there for a bit. Does clean out his dots, but it's still a lot of damage coming out from Peachy. That's going to be Freezing Trap to separate these two for just a moment. This way Cricket might be able to get some dots rolling. Maybe looking for a camo. Maybe looking to camo out of there. Maybe. Does land the camo. No, the dots are still on him. Or he's spent his dots. Either way. That's going to put him in a bad spot. The does deny the opener by the Feral, however. The Cricket is going to go for a bit of a port. What kind of a buff is that? Maybe it's Crucible? Maybe you want for a self-heal? That's still going to be a massive bite. Peachy barely hanging that. Barely killing Cricket. He's like, I'm going to get you into a stun by Cricket. Can Cricket turn this around right now? Going for damage. Trying to get whatever range damage you can as a survival hunter with a bow. I feel like I should keep mentioning that. It's going to be a Hibernate. Try to get a Binding Shot around the corner. It looks like it's not going to be happening. Peachy is just looking for a full reset. That pet is not going to attack him. So for Cricket with all those cooldowns, it's going to be a bit tough. That is Flare right there. Peachy is going all the way around it. Oh, Cricket can get himself quite a bit of heal. Might want to dip back into the Flare. Going to be an opener by Peachy. Instant Trinket by Cricket. And it's going to get the Freezing Trap rolling. It's going to lob those grenades at the very start, at the very beginning. Maybe you'll get a lot of procs available off of Peachy from that. Bash comes in. Thorns are up. And Peachy is just looking to close out the fight right here with a bit of damage left and Cricket, bit of health left. Cricket tried to stay with the damage by going for a Crucible Flame self-heal. Manning better stick off the dots, but it's going to be Peachy disrupting the healing. Although the dots are off, Peachy just needs to reapply those dots. Going to be a Turtle Shell right here. And Peachy just going to turn around onto the pet, trying to nuke that thing down. But a Freezing Trap is going to separate them. Cricket won't have the heal for a bit. Camo? No, that's why Peachy turned to the pet. He got a dot or something in the pet. Cricket almost fighting Peachy in a flare. Almost. Needs to disrupt those manning bandages instantly. Try to see if he can get himself an opener. Not gonna happen. Cricket's out of the stun immediately. And Cricket, again, needs to get some range from Peachy. Needs to get some sort of a slower summon. Needs to find a way to kite him around. And Peachy's actually gonna get a wall rolling. Big bite onto Cricket. He's gonna get a root onto the pet. Freezing trap again to separate. Cricket, if anything, is actually using those freezing traps really well. If anything, using freezing traps really well. And manning bandages are coming out maybe as a trap for himself. Player is up right now. One of the traps is up. 9 minutes in, 25% dampening. And this boy is still at it. Peachy trying to get some damage. Whatever trap that was set up for Cricket, not gonna be happening. And Cricket is gonna try to land a biting. Oh, Peachy blasting him with that Crucible Flame at the very end. Cricket actually gave him a run for his money. Oh my goodness, that's so hard. You did pretty good actually. Honestly, for a survival hunter that doesn't use a melee weapon, you didn't do that bad. I gotta say, you did not do that bad. Gonna be Twisted Ace up next versus Peachy. Is gonna land him in the scatter shot with a sniper shot to follow. The Peachy catch a reset. No, goes in a bear form. I think that sniper shot still goes through. Does it? I don't think that sniper shot went through. Gonna be a freezing trap on Peachy though. Put him in a bad spot. That's gonna be Twisted Spat, I think, breaking the freezing trap immediately. That's gonna be blood of the enemy for Twisted Ace. Does he have a big setup? Intro rapid fire onto Peachy. Going to rapid. Peachy barely took damage from the rapid fire, even though it was beefed up by Twisted. Twisted needs to get a lot of aim shots back to back in there. He's trying to go for another rapid fire in, but he's got a scatter shot short onto Peachy. Has a trap up and running. Nope, or maybe freezing trap. Maybe is what he had. I think it was fully DR'd him though. Hibernate onto Twisted Spat, and Twisted without any kind of heals might be in trouble. Throwing a trap, an explosive trap onto Peachy, nuking him away with an aim shot to follow, doing some damage, but I think he's done. I think the bleeds are done. Yep, the bleeds. Damn. If you guys had a fifth, maybe that duel would have lasted a little bit longer. Alright, let's get the big one. Garber versus our boy Lucron. You guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are y'all ready? Gonna be Garber versus ya boy Lucron. Let's go 40. That's 42. Alrighty. Garber, get with somebody who has me added in real ID. You gotta get with somebody who has me added right now. The fifth got left as soon as it started. That's all good. I don't know why I said Doom, lol. But it's still having the fear to interrupt and the heal as much weakness as arms. We'll see, we'll see. I'm ready to get 3-0'd. Are you kidding me? Is arms just that much better than demonology in a duel? There's a close fight. Yo, let's get it, man. Let's get it. Garber, let me know when you're in a group with somebody, man. Can somebody help Garber group up? Like Boom. If Boomstar wants to help him. Or Worthers. Or Will. Will can also help him out. Just make sure to have him at it. Got Garber in my party. Awesome. Look around. Let me know when you're good to go, man. Let me know when you're good to go. I have no faith in myself against the Fury, but Arms is like, I'm G. Alright, we'll see, man. We'll see, we'll see. I trust in Garber. This will be definitely an interesting duel. Arms Warrior versus Demonology Warlock. I'm thinking it's going to be really, really short duels. Telarius? Oh, we're doing 1v1s, my man. Now we're doing 1v1s. Lucron, get yourself a +1 and we're good to go. I'm G. Alright. Let's get this going. Jump. Land. Perfect. We'll go as many as you guys wanna. If it's gonna one and done, then it's one and done. Whoever wins, whoever loses. But if you guys want to keep going, I'm more than welcome to. We gotta do randomized maps. I don't know if there's a certain map that is advantage to a Warlock or to a Warrior. Hook Point might be one of those maps. That's pretty close with some line of sight that lets a Warrior escape or close in easier. Or it might be a good map for a Warlock. But we are gonna do randomized maps. And we know ahead of time that certain maps might help classes, but we're just gonna go with him. Not Will. Hopefully you don't give Garber any buffs. As long as you don't give him any kind of buffs, then you're more than welcome to hang out and watch. It's gonna be our boy Garber here as an Arms Warrior, Ironclad, Master Weapon, Master Tactician. Is gonna have to verse with all the might that Arms brings, 0 healing versus Lucron, another Master Tactician, but yeah, actually as pets that he's got a lead. That's gonna be an interesting. That's gonna be a close, clutch duel. Cricket, And well, as long as you guys can kind of sit, you guys don't have to sit right in the corner, but as long as you guys are a fly on the wall, generally out, not in between Garber and Lucron, then I'm happy about that. So you guys, up to your own discretion, alrighty? Just be kind and rewind. It's gonna be Garber popping out. Oh, gonna be going for that little bit of slow walk for Lucron. Is Lucron gonna do the same thing? The meaning and show, the master of demonology warlocks. He's got his pets beefed up and ready to go versus Garber, master of arms. He's got to play quick, he's got to play fast, and he's got to play very careful because 0 healing for this bad boy. Lots of tankiness. Actually, Lucron is the same style. He's actually in a very similar fashion. Very barely any healing, but a lot of tankiness. And he presents him the toy again. He presents the toy. Lucron, oh wow, we actually went on the map for a second. Lucron, check it out to make sure it's quality. Yep, looks like it checks out. Looks like Garber checks out. That's a beautiful toy. Thank you. And Garber, I think, is checking out the pet's shoes. What? I don't understand. Or maybe that's his pet. Maybe that's his pet. That's what he was going for. I don't understand. But let's go, boys. This is going to be one or the other. It's going to be either the Arms Warrior or the Demonology Warlock. Lucron's most likely going to set up a gateway. Garber going to start in defensive stance. Let's see what kind of gear, what kind of setup these boys run, because they are going to have to use everything at their disposal to get this duel going. I do wonder if Garber is going to play second wind, though. I doubt with these pets it's going to be easy. But it's going to land that opener. Gonna pop all cooldowns in the opener with a Blade Storm onto Lucron. Lucron's gonna wall this damage at the start, getting those handle down pets up and running, getting those imps going. ASAP is gonna go for a stun to Garber, getting a trick out of him with a second stun, getting a Tyrant up and running now with a Horror Effect to fall. That Tyrant getting some early pressure, early damage. Garber is gonna charge to the Tyrant, fearing the pets away, and Lucron is gonna port way out of the Garber is on the chase. And Lucron needs to find a way to peel him off. The pets, for the most part, are feared. That's hard. Might be able to get one cast in there, and looks like it's not going to do it. Garber popping in that wall a little bit early. As random sharks are on attack, Lucron is going to play the Fell Lord, actually, forcing Garber, zoning him out. So Garber knows he can't play against the Fell Lord. He can't get in there. That Fell Lord is going to cleave him down. Garber's heal health is just so low. Big damage came out of Lucron out of nowhere. Was that the shark trick that's doing it? Garber does get himself a little bit of a heal from the pets. Random demonic Tyrant does come out. Garber needs to be very careful. No commanding shot anymore. Second Tyrant just came out of nowhere. That's going to be a stun to Garber. Looks like that might be the end. Handle go down coming out for Lucron, and the shark attack came out of nowhere. Lucron takes the first one. Oh no. And there he goes. The warrior is down. Really? He's so tiny. He's shriveled up. He's a little shriveled up. Alright, Garber. Let me know if you want to do another one. We're going to keep going as long as Garber wants to. Or unless Garber thinks it's a one and done. It's up to you, my guy. Do you think you want to change up your strategy a little? Do you think you can get it this time? Maybe a map choice. If there's a specific map you need, man. If you want to need specific map just to make it happen. First to 3. Oh, make it like a best out of 5. First to 3 wins. We can do that. If Garber, if you want to do first to 3 wins, we can try that, man. First to 3. Best out of 5, basically. I'm okay with that. Yo, Lucron, Garber. Lucron and Will, let me know when your groups are ready then. If Lucron is cool with it. That'd be a good picture for YouTube title. You think so, Brian? I don't actually take a lot of pictures from the streams. Usually I just make a whole new icon, whole new model, and get into different positions. I use one of the World of Warcraft's already preset models and with model viewer and preset animations. But sometimes you can like take one animation and take another animation, and if you play them, because you don't have too crazy of animation control in model viewer. At least I never tried more than just the WoW animations. But if you play 2 different animations at the same time, it's like the bottom half and the top half plays different animations. The face and the like the way the character positions themselves can look pretty dope sometimes. So I mess with that sometimes. Ready whenever? Alright, let's get another one going. Let's just Lucron. Well, Garber, if you need a specific map, man, let me know. If you think you're getting screwed over by maps here, let me know, my guy, alright? So we know Lucron, the playstyle that he plays. Do I have any more water? I do have water. Let me get a sippy sip. I go to Assassin Arena. It's a great spec for PvP. Just ask any top tier rogue. I gotta sleep. Good night, everyone. Oh, Jacob, preaching, man. Alrighty, boys. Taking a look at Lucron yet again. The playstyle he plays, man. That early gateway that he sets up is huge for him. Because as soon as Garber is in it, it's hear the pets out. It's big. It's actually huge for him. So Lucron being able to port away and kite around while Garber can't just do damage to him while he's dealing with the pets. It's going to be the best way to deal with it. Garber might just have to run in and deny the port for Lucron. He might just have to play that. I know he wants to go the honor duel, but you might just have to play and just run in, rush him. We'll see how he ends up playing it. Garber, I wonder if he made any changes to his playstyle. Looks like both of these boys are going to give each other honor duels. Garber could have taken advantage of the opportunity to ran down the middle and attack Lucron already. And we are seeing Lucron going with a Fel Guardian that will zone Garber out. So dropping down the Fel Lord that will just cleave in an AoE and Lucron can stand on top of him will make it much harder for Garber to get an upper hand onto Lucron. But we'll see how he ends up playing it. Both of these guys got each other a nice bow. Garber needs to find a way around this. I wonder if he's going to change up his build for more healing, more damage maybe. Maybe he went for a Reflect. He might be able to get a decent Reflect to maybe reflect a horror effect back at Lucron. That could be huge. Maybe even going for Adaptation might not be a terrible choice. Because then you'll always be able to get out of the pet stun. Can you out of the pet stun? Is that short enough or is that 4 seconds? Because it might be right under 5 seconds. That's going to be Garber going on the underside of the bridge and Lucron going above. Lucron setting himself up next to the port. Fear trying to come out already. And Garbage is trying to get himself set up a basic opener. Is going to go for some damage. Is going to go for Blaze Storm. And Lucron is not going to wall this damage right now. As the damage is starting to stack up quite a bit. That's going to be where the Warbreaker comes in. Lucron taking quite a lot of damage. More hand and cooldowns are coming out. Garbage is continuing to pummel damage to him. That's going to be a stun trick inside of it immediately. Second stun is going to be a Tyrant right on top of him into a horror effect. Garbage is going to have to charge right back in and get a fear on all the pets. Is that what he's going to go do? That's exactly what he's going to go do. Lucron did get feared as he's going up though. It's actually going to have the fear break to one of the bleeds, and Garbage is going to pre-wall his damage now, interrupting Lucron on a fear. Hand and cooldowns are coming out. Garbage is going to go for Sharpen Blades, is going to get himself a commanding shout at the very last moment. Cyclotronic Blast trying to come out against Lucron. Is he going to be able to get it going though? If he can get a Cyclotronic Blast on Lucron, Lucron is trying to dodge that thing as best as possible. Safety ticket for Garber right now. Big damage for Lucron as well. Huge damage. Warbreaker coming out. Does get a Reflect rolling. That's going to be stunner to Garber, and Lucron is looking to end it with a hand to go down. Actually barely has any health too. Oh my god, Lucron actually died! Was that the massive bleed out of an Arms Warrior? Oh my god, Garber took it! Ooh, what was that? Luke, what killed him? Was that the bleed? Was that the Arms Warrior bleed? It must have been. It must have been. Dude, Cricket is just capturing everyone's souls, man. He's just taking everyone's souls. He doesn't care. No, why would you flag him, Will? Oh, dude, if you only knew how nice of a guy Lucron is, he would never want to flag him. Jump and executes. A jump executed. Oh my god. He got the hops, boys. He got the hops. All right, next one. Now, both of these guys have a 1-to-1 in a best out of 5, first to 3 wins. So, let me know when you guys are ready. First to 3 wins. That's a 1-to-1 right now. I think Garber figured it out. It's a simple plan. It's a simple plan. He actually delayed his Warbreaker. He delayed a lot of his damage. Arms Warrior, more like a Leg Warrior. Pog. I know, right? He fucking got the hops. Let me know, Lucron and Will, when your groups are ready. Already? Beautiful. I thought it was the bleed that had him. He had barely any health. Honestly, how the bleed did it. I thought you tried to jump and try to reach him, but couldn't. But a jump execute did it, huh? What's up, one? Where you at? Hold on. Hey, how's it going? What's up, fam? Hope you're having a good one, my man. You want to duel somebody? We might not be able to get to you this week, but maybe next week. You versus Boom. Demo versus Destro. I think that'd be really, really cool. Ooh. Ooh. You gotta play Orc Warlock with me sometime, man. Alright, Lucron, let me know when you're ready, my guy. I think Lucron is just trying to, like, what should I change here? Ready? Let's see if these guys change the strategy a little bit, because for Lucron, it seems like maybe he just got a little bit unlucky. Will... I'm gonna save the commentary once before when we get in. Let me hold it back a bit. Anemo Gear? That's fine. I'll still play games with you, my guy. I will play games with you. I'm just having a lot of fun hanging. That's all I care about. Quite simple to reduce the enemy is here before yours. It's quite simple. It's quite simple spell, but unbreakable. That is how everybody is scoring kills in World of Warcraft. You just gotta reduce the enemy's health to 0 before they reduce yours to 0. It's easy. Just don't die. Separate the head from the body also works. I love it, dude. I love it. Garaber. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a chit chat for our boy Garaber. Wait, I gotta do this. Here we go. There we go. Because that is the maps, the keybinds get all switched. Oh, I always like that mount, by the way. It has an orc head, troll head, undead head, goblin head. I always like that mount. I think it's a death charger. Vicious Death Charger or Vicious Charger. Always like that mount, dude. Besides that, the Warlock one from Gilneas was really good. And Garaber is going to give Lucron the honor duel here. Not going to rush him head first. I wonder if Lucron is going to change up his place. So looks like he is dropping the Fell Lord. I don't know if Lucron even got to use the Fell Lord last time to zone Garaber out. Maybe for this arena it might not be a good idea. But it's a much more open arena. Garaber doing for a bit of a bow. So does Lucron. I like how they're both in the horses. And I love the Garaber's like full alliance getup that he's got going on. While Lucron is like not really horde main. He's like warlock main. You know what I mean? I swear, that's probably one of the best Legion mounts they were added. Honestly. One of the coolest Legion mounts ever. Like class mounts. I wish I got that one on my Warlock back in the day. But Garaber had a really good setup. He just came in. He delayed his damage with a Warbreaker a little bit late. He didn't show his hand to Lucron in the opener. It's going to get a charge around the corner. And that's exactly, I think, what he's going to go for. He's actually going to go for a Fear Reflect onto Lucron. And is going to get himself a little bit of that damage with a Blaze Storm Avatar. And he's going to go for Cleave against the pet. This way he gets an interrupt in it. Warbreaker coming out. And is going to go for some damage while defensive stance is down. In battle stance doing as much damage as he can. Lucron is able to get his pets up and running. Hasn't played his hand just yet either. And it's going to just run Garaber away. Garaber still holding on to the trigger. Big leap on top of Lucron. One stun coming out. Could that be a second stun? That is going to be a second stun. And Lucron got all his main pets in here. It's going to be Reflect for Garaber with a wall up and running as well. And Lucron is looking to maybe land a fear on him. Is he going to be able to? It's going to be a pummel. And Garaber could really go for some lots of damage. Lucron is going to port way out. Garaber doesn't have leap on top of it though. Going to go for a commanding shout just so he can maintain his health against these pets with the defensive stance. He might have to go for Impending Victory if that is what he's playing. Is he playing Impending Victory? I would think he would be, right? That's probably the best choice for a warrior if you do want to get any kind of healing. But he's standing up on Lucron. Does have Reflect for a second. Battle stance coming out. Lucron is close to the Execute Ridge, but without a trick, Garaber might be in a bad spot with the Fear to Fall. No Zerker's Rage out of it. Lucron is able to build up his shards, and it's going to go for Drain Life. It's a real close game. Nobody is trying to lose right now. Garaber safety trick being proc right now. You honestly should just get at Lucron while the safety trick is up. Is going to leap right on top of him with a horror effect to send him flying in the other direction. No commanding shot anymore. Is going to get a Reflect up and running. There's going to be Fear coming out for Lucron. Lucron does get himself a heal going. Garaber might have to go for a big setup. Avatar almost ready. Almost has Worker available. Is going to go for Avatar. Is going to go for Blaze Storm to get away from the Fears. Getting some freebie damage in. Warbreaker right now. Hand to go down with wall coming out for Lucron. Garaber trying to see if he can hang in there by a little bit. Commanding shout up again. Does have a shorter commanding shout, but more useless. Fear trying to come out again. Is going to go for Zerker's Rage. Stun coming out. Could be the end to him with Lucron. Garaber maybe can get a charge. Maybe some more damage. Charge Reflect onto Lucron. Could be anyone's game. And Lucron does take him out at the very end. Barely surviving that one. Just lived by the skin of his teeth. Lucron takes a second win this round. Let's get another one going, boys. I'm actually having a lot of fun, man. There's a lot of like the dichotomy between the arms and the fear, the arms warrior and the warlock, the demon warlock. Neither of them are great at healing. They are trying to play the cooldowns like one at a time, trying to counter one another. Damn, just have my heal. Damn, dude, it's all good. Yo, Lucron has 2. Garaber has 1. Garaber can still come back with 2 wins back to back. So we're gonna see if he can. Best out of 5. So far, it's been 1-1-1. If Garaber can get a 1 again, then it'll be a tough match. Will and Lucron, let me know when you guys are ready. Random arena again. Does anyone play Affliction Warlock? I have not seen him. One. What? It all comes down to you one, doesn't it? The one and only. I want to boost an alt. I'm not sure who to play in 8.2 suggestions. Alt, I think Hunter's always a great alt. If you haven't leveled the Rogue, Rogue's are really good. Demon Hunter's also insanely good for PvE and PvP. I personally find Shadow Priest quite fun. And Mages. Warriors, I would think, would be a blast, though, too. The one alt I would not recommend is maybe a Death Knight. I don't know. I just haven't really been feeling my Death Knight, man. I was hoping Frost was going to make a comeback with a rapid fire build, but still Breath is a thing. Maybe Ret. Do you see 3Ks? What's the greater part of us? Demonic Tyrant coming at you? Just die for a head. I know, right? Alright, Will is ready. Let me know if Lucron is ready. Doesn't die. That'll do it. What's up, Blazer? Another 2Ks will deal about 300k damage. Doesn't die to them forehead. I'm ready. Alrighty. We're gonna go for another one, boys. Lucron just needs one more win. For Garber, on the other hand, though, he needs 2 more to come back. He needs 1 to tie with Lucron, and then make it 1 the last, the only. With this arena, I wonder if they are going to change the playstyles a little bit here. Lucron, how is he going to do it, man? I think Lucron's just going to go with what we're just now. There's no point in changing things. No point in fixing things if it ain't broken. He doesn't need the Fell Lord. And with Garber trying to space out cooldowns, not really go super ham in the opener, at least with a couple times that he did go for damage. It might be a little bit easier for him just to go for a more sustained heavy build, get the big tyrant, get the damage out. Double Felguard though is insane. Getting Grimoire Felguard to have a stun to Garber, force him Trinket, second stun to follow just to lock him down is insane. So for Garber to deal with stuns is actually nuts. He has to Trinket one of them. And look around, if he survives that full burst wombo combo after Garber gets his opener as well, gets a response, like it's toughy. But Garber is just going to stay with the same playstyle. I think, is he going to go at it, or is he going to go for a nice bow to Lucron? He is going to go for a nice bow. You guys are so polite. You guys are maybe a little bit too polite for your own good. Lucron's already set up a port. Garber, it's your time, my man. It's your time to shine. You just got to get 1 more to tie the series, and then 1 more to win it all. As a first, Arms Roy to 1-1-1s. But Lucron being Demonology Warlock, it just sometimes is too easy with all those pets. But a nice bow to Garber. Garber does a nice bow to Lucron, and they're off, man. Good luck and have fun, boys, both of you. It was a joy to watch, unless we get another one. Garber, I believe. Lucron, you got this. I'm rooting for both of them, man. I can't even choose which one to root for here, man. I actually can't choose which one to root for. I'm rooting for both of you, boys. Both of you. I wonder if Garber's going to change his playstyle at all. Ever. I think he's got us stuck, right? I think he's got us stuck to one playstyle. Impending Victory. And I don't think he changed anything. He got Avatar. Maybe a Blade build with Ren would be good, but maybe not. Maybe not. Garber is trying to find an angle though. Lucron got himself a good setup already. He's going to get the Demon Dogs in the opener as Garber gets a charge, and that's going to be... Oh, Fell Lord does join the fight. That is what Lucron is going to be going for, and Garber is going to go for Blade Storm, so Fell Lord actually can hit him. Fell Lord actually dies. Wait, does Garber get impending victory for killing the Fell Lord? Is that a free impending victory? I wonder. Maybe Garber could just focus down imps and kill imps and get impending victories all the time. Gonna be double stun out of Lucron. Garber no longer with the Trinket. Demonic Tyrant is up. Double stun. Garber actually had Trinket summoned early. Is gonna get a Reflect rolling. Double fear, triple fear on all the pets, and it's gonna go for a commanding shot right now. Lucron not walling this yet, is getting interrupted on fear though, is gonna burn a Warlock Hellstone while he's got it, and Garber has wall up and running. Taking a lot of damage from all the pets, but that's gonna be another fear, another Tyrant joining in, safe Trinket joining Garber. Oh my god, so much damage, and had to go down to coming out for Lucron yet again. Garber at very, very low health is gonna get a Reflect rolling right now. Both of those pets are just completely blasted him. Garber could be going, and that was it. Lucron with a double pet beef setup is just tough, man. It's just tough to beat. Oh no. Dude, the day in Arms Warrior is actually really good for duels. It's gonna be the day. The world of Warcraft ain't even the same anymore. What are you goobers doing? You finding one another? Y'all can go ahead. Yo, that was really well played, Garber. Really well played, my guy. Really well played. I enjoyed that. Rip, forget to put a heal on. Oh no. Rest in peace, my guy. Feels bad. Feels bad, man. Bring back old second win. Dude, second one was insane. Okay, let's be honest here. Second one was just as busted as Rogue's versus Speed. Okay, certain things don't need to be brought back. Certain things are just straight up busted. If you're gonna bring back second win, you bring back versus Speed, okay? So Rogues can just run forever. 30 energy, and you can spam it. It clears all slows forever. You just run away from a guy. That's all. You just run away from a Death Knight. Death Knight trying to go at you. Does a grip. Does a stun. Does chain of ice. Just run. Bring back Dragon Roar. Oh, like the old school Dragon Roar? Like a big one? That'd be cool. Anyway, boys. That was it in the best out of 3. I honestly thought Garber really had it, man. Barely survived it. If Garber, if you wanted to go for like a tank trinket or something, just to give yourself more of an edge, man, maybe that would have been worth. Like some sort of a small healing item. Bring back Avenging Wrath. They still have Avenging Wrath, don't they? That's the wings. What do you mean? Or unless Avenging Wrath is someone else. The Doctor is in. Which one is the Doctor toy again? I used to have it. Surgical alterations. Is that what it's called? What toy is that? I thought I had that one. Hold on. Seriously, what toy is that? I'm actually interested. Doctor. I don't even know what it is. Yeah, what toy is that? Yeah, I won the HP trinket. Oh, okay. Bag of Horrors. I don't have that one? Wait a second, I had that one. Dr. Thalen Kresnov. Skull Man's. Perform quick surgery. I think that was before the toys became account bound. I think I had it as a toy on my Druid back in Mr. Pandaria. Before toys became account bound. Wreck Nerd. I gotta get it again. Because I used to use that shit all the time. And I was like, how the hell do I not have that toy? I think I deleted it at one point or another. I always liked that one. Has he always had that Mog? I guess he must have. I like the weapons you get from it. Anyway, boys, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. I think we had a great time in the streams today. Hope you all had a good one. 1v1 Garo Bear versus Lucron Arms versus Demonology. Alrighty, boys. I don't know if I'll put that one on YouTube. I'll look at it. But that was a good duel for Garber and Lucron. Both of you guys played that super well, man. Both of you guys played that really well. Garber, I'm loving that arms, man. I'm loving that arms. Anyway, boys, thank you so much for coming by the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see all you boys in another video. Peace.
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but they see where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Looking for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Facts. Lot of haters. Tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stats, yo. Woo. Everybody wanna do the same thing. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Woo. I'm going mainstream. mainstream.